Okay, good morning, everyone. We're going to go ahead and get started with the panel meeting today. Welcome, everyone. And first, we'd like to start off with a little bit of housekeeping from staff.
Thank you very much. Good morning, everyone, and thank you for attending the December 2024 panel meeting. Before we begin, there are a few housekeeping announcements. If you are here in the auditorium,
excuse me, I'm sorry. Can you start that again? We're hearing a little bit of distortion out here.
You walk out here. Good morning, everyone, and thank you for attending the 2024 panel meeting. Before we begin, there are a few housekeeping announcements. If you are here in the auditorium, in order to avoid a persistent disruption of the proceedings, please do not stream via mobile device or connect to Zoom platform as it will interfere with our recording and sound system. If you are attending the meeting in person and presenting or providing comment, please step up to the podium and speak clearly. For those who are viewing or attending the meeting virtually and would like to make a public comment, please use the raised hand feature and wait for your name to be called, at which time you will be unmuted. Please speak clearly, state your name, title, and the company you are representing, and you'll be given 3 minutes to speak. Moving on to roll call. Douglas Tracy. Jennifer Fothergill.
Here. Present.
Michael Hill.
Present.
Gretchen Newsom.
Present.
Ricky Smiles.
Present.
Madison Hall.
Present.
And Kristen Browski. Chair Smiles, there are 5 members and we have a quorum and 1 virtual member. There is a quorum. Also present, we have Jessica Grimes, Executive Director, Peter Cooper, Assistant Director, Kamani Armstrong, Assistant Director, Chief Counsel, Jaime Gutierrez, Chief Deputy Director, Tara Armstrong, CIO, Chief of Technology, and Laura Campbell, Chief Program Operations. Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you very much. The first item on the agenda is to approve the agenda for today's meeting.
So moved. Second.
Okay, I have a motion and a second. And is there any public comment online? Okay, hearing none, is there any public comment present? Okay, so we have a motion and a second to approve today's agenda. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Okay, we'll put it to roll call for staff.
Douglas Tracy. Jennifer Fothergill.
Aye.
Michael Hill.
Aye.
Gretchen Newsom.
Aye.
Ricky Smiles.
Aye.
Madison Hall.
Aye.
Kristen Browski. Chair Smiles, there are 5 members present and 1 virtual member. There is a quorum.
Excellent, motion passes. Okay, so the next order of business is to approve the October panel meeting minutes.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, there's
Before we do that, I think we also need to amend the agenda to also approve the minutes from September. Is that correct? Okay, we could maybe amend the motion.
So amended and so moved.
Second.
okay, there's a motion and a second, and we'll go ahead and see if there's any public comment online. And if there's any public comment present. Okay, we'll go ahead and put that to vote. We could have staff do a roll call.
Douglas Tracy. Jennifer Fothergill.
Aye.
Michael Hill.
Aye.
Gretchen Newsom. Ricky Smiles.
Aye.
Madison Hall.
Aye.
Kristen Browski.
Excellent. Motion passes. Okay, so now we'll go to the next order of business, which is to approve the October panel meeting minutes. Oh. Okay, we'll go ahead and go to move to the executive report. Turn it over to staff.
Thank you, Acting Chair Smiles. Happy holidays and welcome panel members, stakeholders, and staff. I'm thrilled to share some good news. First, Chair Betancourt, who sends her regards, is happily celebrating the birth of her new baby, Arthur, who was born on November 19th. Congratulations to her and her family. We wish them a beautiful time of bonding, and we'll see her back at panel in the new year. Before proceeding with the rest of my report, I'd like to take a quick moment to explain today's agenda, which will proceed slightly differently since we are condensing 2 panel meetings into 1. As such, we have bisected the proposals from the October panel meeting into 2 groups. Following the consent agenda, the first batch will be at the beginning of the agenda for those attending in person. Next, we will hear from the proposals slated for the December meeting, and then we will return to the second batch of the October proposals for those joining the meeting virtually. Then we will move to the second appeal. If all proposals are approved today, 16 of them will be from high unemployment areas, regions that exceed the state's average unemployment rate by at least 25%. To put that number into perspective, that means about 33% of today's proposals, including delegation orders, are from high unemployment areas, with approximately 3,064 trainees out of 19,293. As we close out the year and look ahead to the opportunities for the coming year, I want to express my appreciation to the panel for their long-standing commitment to support a diverse workforce with training opportunities across California, including the 25 counties with low-wage employment. Let's celebrate that at the midpoint of this fiscal year, almost 50,000 trainees will be upskilled, retrained, and retained. That's truly an accomplishment. Review and action on these proposals will be presented by the following managers: Anna Hassan, Kellen Hernandez, Jana Lazarovich, Phil Boyer, and Willie Atkinson. Last, but certainly not least, I would be remiss if I didn't make another announcement, which I am loath to make. And that is that today is Liz Jones's final panel meeting. We are all slowly accustomizing ourselves to this fact. Liz started her career with the state of California at the Franchise Tax Board when she was just out of high school, where she worked for 2 tax seasons. From there, she transferred to ETP in May 1989, where she has stayed for the past 36 years. Liz began her professional journey here at ETP in an entry-level clerical position, then quickly advanced to various analytical and research data positions. Since 2017, she has served as the Chief of Administration, overseeing human resources and other areas. I want to thank her for her commitment to excellence and her exemplary work ethic. Liz's last day of work will be December 31st. So please join me in thanking her for 36 years of dedicated service. And more importantly, for her kindness and friendship, we wish you the best in retirement, Liz. And now for the continuation of the executive report, we have the following presenters: an information technology update from Chief Information Officer Tara Armstrong, a legislative update from Chief Counsel Kumani Armstrong, and a budget update from Chief Deputy Director Jaime Gutierrez. That concludes my part of the executive report, so I will hand it over to Tara.
Hear me now? Ooh, did it. Glad I could do that with my tech update. Okay, pull it together here. I first actually want to thank our IT and support here for having this new facility and putting this all together and all the testing they did. It's a lot to get through to make sure that we can have a seamless panel meeting. So thank you. So with our information technology update, I'm very excited to have our team has implemented the panel proposal automation. This is an enhancement to produce the proposals that you see before you. The new process reduces errors, saves time in the creation of this document, and creates consistency. Now, under enhancements and changes in our new system have been shared via email. These include the removal of a 15-minute training requirement and occupational wage range consolidation. Under enhanced customer support, we have provided an access to provide an easy way for you to get support. So if you see on the screen, there's a button with inside CaliForce. So if you're working along inside the system and you have an issue, you can click that button and you can submit files, screenshots directly through the system, which is a secure FedRAMP certified environment. Reference materials are available on our website, and video guides will also be available coming soon. Under Cali grants, we have released the SEED 2.5 grant in November. And under enterprise support and security, ETP has completed our security program audit check-in. This is an audit performed with the California Department of Technology to address and implement and close any security items. And lastly, if you logged into the meeting today, you may have noticed that we've implemented a passcode. This is for our new panel and policy meetings, and it's to add an extra layer of security when conducting any of our meetings. So if there's any questions on technology, if there isn't, I'd like to also congratulate my sadness, kidding, for Liz Jones. 17 of my years here, of her 34. She's been a role model for me from the start. She was that person. As soon as I asked my boss what I should do, she was hopping over the cubicle saying, "I know what to do. Here's what you should do." So she will be greatly missed. Thank you very much. I'll pass it to Kamani Armstrong.
Good morning, panel members, and also congratulations, Elizabeth, for your retirement. Thank you for your service. I'm here today to give a very brief update on SB 1321 and the implementation of that bill. And in the interest of time, I'm going to be very brief and just touch some highlights of the legislative piece. But on September 22nd of this year, Governor Newsom signed the bill, SB 1321, into law. And so that becomes effective on January 1 of 2025. The bill only amends 2 sections of our enabling legislation. ETP's enabling legislation is found in Unemployment Insurance Code, sections 10200 and 10205. And there are 14 amendments in total in the legislation, 5 that apply to section 10200 and 9 that apply to section 10205. Section 10200 is generally the section that is about the types of ETP projects that we give priority to. So one of the new amendments is found at 10200B3, which is looking at projects that develop workers with skills necessary to work with new technologies and methods. So it's kind of an innovative approach and looking at new technologies as a way to analyze these proposals. Section 10200B6 adds a provision to prioritize looking at projects that are proposals that develop high road jobs and career ladders for workers with demonstrated wage progression. And there's definitions contained in the code, the Unemployment Insurance Code, that defines high road and also career ladders. So we will be looking at those definitions to make sure that we're in alignment and providing guidance in the future, in the near future of the new year. section 10200B8 adds a provision that promotes the hiring, training, and advancement of disadvantaged, marginalized, and underrepresented workers. Then we move on to section 10205. Section 10205 generally addresses what types of minimum standards that ETP needs to consider when awarding our contracts. And at 10205E1F, there is a provision requiring an attestation of compliance with all state and federal labor and health and safety laws. We had a very good policy committee yesterday, and the members will be able to have a look at the policy committee memorandum, which also outlines these requirements and some of the analysis behind it. We're very excited to work with the stakeholder groups in implementing these features and getting ideas to really help inform how we will interpret these, and looking at other models that work and that are currently being applied in other state agencies. At 10205E2B, there's a provision that no proposal shall be considered or approved if the applicant is ineligible to bid, be awarded, or subcontract on a public works project. And that's pursuant to the public works provision in the labor code. At 10205E2C, there is a provision that all applicants shall include in their application an attestation affirming that the application does not have a final judgment, determination, or order that against an applicant for violations of labor law that remain unabated. So there's some parameters around that, and it's really designed at making sure that the applicant has addressed or remediated these types of violations or orders, and they satisfied the requirements for ensuring that there's nothing pending. So they have to attest to that. And no proposal shall be considered or approved if the application fails to include this attestation. And lastly, at 10205M, there's a requirement that ETPs to provide a regularly updated list at least every 60 days and make that list available to the public of all applicants that have submitted their applications. So with that, if there's any questions, I'm happy to answer. Okay, thank you.
All right, just checking to make sure the mic was still on. Good morning, panel members and chair. Thank you very much once again for the opportunity to provide you an update on our fiscal and funding here at the Employment Training Panel. Before I begin, I would like to make a couple of quick announcements. First off, I would like to share that we have a couple of new hires here at ETP. Please join me in welcoming Kyle Acevedo from the Budget Administration Unit, Manje Morgan, who is our newest manager in North Hollywood, Francisco Aguilar from the Information Technology Unit, Leslie Salvador from the Payment Management Unit, Nicole Crank, I apologize, but I think that's his correct, Prancer, from the Sacramento Regional Office, and Charlie Matula, Chief of Administration, who is taking over for Liz Jones. So please welcome them. I too would also like to take a moment to say my thanks to Liz Jones. As previously stated, Liz has been with the Employment Training Panel for 34 years, 36 total, I believe, here with the state of California. I would like to thank her for her dedication and commitment to public service. I would like to thank her for her kindness, her generosity, and her friendship. I know that Liz will be very much missed throughout the organization, not just by me, but I think everybody within the organization. Having said that, I know that Liz is very excited about being able to take on this new retirement opportunity. And I hope that we are able to see some pictures of her and her husband driving in the new Camaro with the top down, hair flowing as their Corvette. I'm sorry, Corvette. Okay, see, there you go, in their new Corvette. So my thanks to Liz for everything that she has done in support of the employment training panel, not only the panel members, but the whole organization as a whole. So thank you, Liz. We will miss you very much, but happy for your retirement. With that, as Director Grimes stated, today's panel meeting is for approximately $24.2 million. That includes 6 approved delegation orders for a total of $327,712. In addition, we have 18 projects on the consent calendar for approximately $4 million. If all proposals scheduled for this panel meeting are funded today, the panel will be approving 67 projects. Regarding the demand, we have 201 applications in demand. 97 applications are currently with the regional offices in development. 46 applications are under review by the application and assessment unit, and 58 applications have been submitted and are pending review. The estimated value of the 201 applications is currently at $105.1 million. And that breaks down as follows. 31.7 million in demand for single employer contracts, 12.7 million in demand for small business, 60.2 million in demand for multiple employer contracts, and $446,655 in demand for apprenticeships. Regarding our allocation, we are currently within our total allocation for state fiscal year 24-25. That is the final portion of my report, and I do have one action item related to the consent calendar. However, as we stated, we have 18 items on the consent calendar, but we will like to pull 3 items from consent. We would like to pull tabs 5, Associated Builder and Contractor Central California Chapter, tab 7, California Institute of Arts and Technology, Inc., and tab 9, East County Economic Development Council from today's consent calendar. With that, we would also like to ask that if any of the panel members have any items on the consent calendar they would like to pull, to provide us that at this point in time, and then we will hear those individually and in order at that point in time.
I need to pull tab 16, CalCoast Telecom, and recuse myself from that.
And I will recuse myself from tab 12.
Okay, thank you.
And I'll be recusing myself from tab 5 that has been pulled.
Okay, thank you. Any others from consent? All right, with that, that is the final portion. And Chair and panel members, at this point, I would like to hand it over back to you, Chair, and then be able to approve the consent.
Excellent. Go ahead. Okay, so there's a motion to approve.
I'll make it.
Okay,
Move a motion to approve the balance of consent with the exceptions of tabs 5, 7, 9, 12, and 16.
Second.
okay, there's a motion and a second, and we will look to public comment online.
Public comments online.
Okay, and now we will, for any public comment here in present person. Okay, so we'll call for the question and we'll move it to vote to staff.
Jennifer Fothergill,
Aye.
Michael Hill,
Aye.
Gretchen Newsom,
Aye.
Ricky Smiles,
Aye.
Madison Hall,
Aye.
and Chris Dombrowski.
Okay, that motion passes.
Thank you very much.
Okay, now we'll go ahead and turn it over for policy committee report. We'll turn it over to Gretchen Newsom.
Thank you. Before I begin, Liz, thank you so much for your service and commend you. Whenever I came into the office, I could always see you and ground myself and know that we were always taken well care of. So thank you for everything that you did. ETP's policy committee met yesterday afternoon with attendees participating in both in person and via Zoom. Our agenda was as follows. First, a discussion item on the recently passed Senate Bill 1321, which makes changes to ETP's legislation as Kumani recently reported. It is a fascinating piece of legislation. I highly encourage you to take a look at it. A discussion item on revising the ex-offender at-risk youth guidelines was also discussed, and which will soon be referred to as, quote, justice-involved opportunity youth. We're going to get with modern days. Next, we had a discussion item, report from Application and Quality Work Group on their efforts to streamline ETP's application. And then we had an action item approving revisions to the Respond program, which will come before panel for full approval. And then an action item approving revisions to the certified safety training guidelines, which will likewise come to full panel for approval. And if anyone has any potential policy committee agenda items, please email them to Liz Testa, our policy manager. And lastly, our fellow committee member and current chair, Rick Smiles, announced his resignation from our policy committee. He will continue to stay on panel, so don't cry. But I just want to thank you, Rick, for your service. It was wonderful to collaborate with you, and I really appreciate all the work that you put into the policy committee. And then if there are any panel members that would like to fill that vacancy, please see Dr. Grimes after this meeting. And that concludes my report.
Excellent. Thank you, Gretchen. And it was a pleasure to serve with all of you. It really was. And I look forward to staying on the panel. So the next order of business will be okay. So opportunity for panel members to request agenda items for the future. Or, oh, I'm sorry, to review public comment and action items on proposals. And we'll start off with the ones that have been recused, tabs 5, 7, 9, 12, and 16.
Good morning, ma'am. And tab 5 is a proposal from Associated Builders and Contractors, Central California chapter. They are a repeat contractor requesting $579,399.
Hello, Russell Johnson on behalf of the Associated Builders and Contractors. Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay. No, I'll finish.
He's out of the room, so sorry about that.
ABC is a repeat contractor requesting $579,399 to train 387 workers in Kern and Fresno counties. This will be ABC's third ETP contract in the last 5 years. Johnson, Russell, and Keith Brahma are here to represent the organization.
Thank you. Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you. Russell Johnson on behalf of the Associated Builders and Contractors, Central California chapter. Happy to be here before your panel. This is the third time we've been here before. Your panel's funding has been very helpful to training the workforce for the construction workforce in the Central California area. I can also point out that it's been very helpful as we're seeing a lack of new oil and gas permits coming out of the state with the retraining for the oil and gas workforce, in particular in Kern County. So it's been very helpful and very supportive for the member of the Associated Builders and Contractors. So happy to answer any questions.
Mr. Chairman, if I may.
Please do, Gretchen.
What is your turnover rate? It states in your proposal that it's just less than 20%.
Turnover rate in terms of the employees with their employers.
Correct.
It varies depending upon each employer. Don't have every employer specific info in front of me.
Okay, something for the following year that I like to follow up on. This proposal pertains to the priority industry of construction, but it's not an apprenticeship proposal, correct? Are you utilizing apprenticeship programs to meet your training needs?
No, our chapter does not have a DAS approved apprenticeship program through the state of California. Our chapter has traditionally always served those in the construction workspace that work in the private works. So we do not do apprenticeship. And because of that, what we're doing is predominantly upskilling using craft training. And in particular, the training in this proposal is really to upskill the workers so they can move up and advance their careers. It's very modular, it's very short term, very different from what you would see in an apprenticeship program. I'll give you an example.
Please.
What you'll see in like electrical, right? Electrical would be a 4-year program as you go, or 4.5-year program, maybe 5-year program as you go through an apprenticeship program. This is not like that. So for example, our estimation class may be 20 hours, but someone who goes in and takes an estimation class can advance themselves through their career by going from being able to go through and be able to estimate projects, being from out in the field, going into the office, and being able to go out and estimate projects so they can be more helpful to their employer and also advance their career significantly with increased wages.
Okay. So this proposal is approximately a 40% jump from your previous contract, and you're seeking $579,000. And when I'm looking at this, most of the job classifications are that of construction workers, just what you're referring to them as. But the wages are not reflective of the strong and kind of high road salaries and wages that I see in construction. And by way of that, over half of your proposed workforce, or 223 out of 387 estimated number of trainees, are only earning $17 to $20 an hour. It's pretty low for construction. Do you want to say anything about that?
Yeah, I'd love to address that question. Thank you. Thank you for the question. We have seen in the construction workforce with our other 2 contracts, I will say we've exhausted those both to zero when we get to the point of those contracts ending. So advancing and increasing the contract makes sense. In addition, what we're seeing is increased need for additional training. As we see in the construction workforce, there's the graying of the construction workforce, and we're seeing a huge need to be able to train and provide those skills to a workforce that just, quite frankly, when they start off, some don't even know the difference between a Phillips head screwdriver and a flathead screwdriver. So it's a very big transition that needs to occur. In terms of the wage rates, I understand the view when you look at the state as a whole, but when you look at the Central Valley, it's an economically disadvantaged area with wage rates that are a little bit lower than that of the rest of the state. Given that the $17, I would say that if someone's starting in around 17 or 18, they're quickly after going through our programs, they're getting up to 20 or more, even through some of the programs getting above 25. So while it does say 17, I'm very confident that most of our folks will end up 20 and above.
Yeah, I mean, how it's presented, it seems like most of them are going to be in that lower tier of 17 to 20. And I took a look at your last proposal from 2 years ago. You had the same post-retention wage of $17 an hour, but this time around, your per-cost trainee went from $984 in 2022 to $1,497 here in 2024. But I'm not seeing any wage progression over those 2 years. Like, if it's going to cost more to go and train these employees, why aren't they getting more money?
Yeah, I appreciate that concern. We know that given the current state of the marketplace, we feel comfortable that the $20 an hour wage rate is something that's more in line with what we're going to see through the program. So 17, while it's presented in the document, may appear low. We feel that 20 is probably what's going to be end up being a more representative number.
Would you be willing to move the post-retention wage to 20 an hour and above?
So just, Mr. Keith Brahma, we did some number crunching yesterday, and Laura Barnes, who helped me with the application, couldn't be present, so he jumped in last minute.
Thank you.
But I think she misunderstood when she originally provided the data. Some of these folks may come in at 17 or 18, but I looked at the last project we just closed. There wasn't anybody under 20. They were all 20 and above. So we definitely think 20 is a good floor for this project.
When you come back next year, I want to see wage progression. Okay. I can make a motion or we can further debate.
Are there any other questions from the panel? Any comments? Are there any, so you want to go ahead and make a motion?
Sure. Move a motion to approve the Associated Builders and Contractors Central California Chapter ETP funding amount of $579,339 with a post-retention wage of $20 an hour.
Second.
Thank you. There's a motion and a second, and we will turn it over to public comment online.
We have one public comment, or yeah, two public comments. We'll start with Bill from National Training. Go ahead, Bill. Bill Sachs, are you able to hear me? Oh, he lowered his hand, I believe. So we have David Vincent.
Good morning. My name is David Vincent. I'm the Regulatory Affairs Specialist for the Western States Council of SMART. I just wanted to echo some of the comments that were previously being made by the panel, and even currently taking a look at the projects which are going to be at the wage rates in Kern County and Fresno County, and just the basic hourly rate that's being offered, and we'll use for apprentices. And I know this is not an apprenticeship program, but nothing is below really $20 for a first year apprentice, and for journey persons, I see $40 to $60 for the trade. So it's certainly more depressed than in the Bay Area. But I'm glad that the panel's decided on at least a threshold of $20 per hour. But I noticed that a lot of the participating employers in this group are already public works contractors, and it makes me wonder whether they will be helping, whether it's offsite on prevailing wage work, and just similar to the the way that prevailing wage jobs are treated. When there's government money infused into a public project, I do believe that the subsidy here should be reflected in the wages, in the post-retention wages of the employees that will be working under this program. Thank you.
Thank you for your comment. Are there any other comments online?
I would like to just clarify that the post-retention requirement for $20 is applicable to both job number 1 and 2. Both. Thank you.
There are no further public comments.
Thank you. Are there any comments in person? Seeing none, I'll go ahead and call for the vote.
Michael Hill.
Aye.
Gretchen Newsom.
Aye.
Ricky Smiles.
Aye.
Madison Hall. Madison Hall.
Aye.
And Chris Dombrowski.
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Motion passes. Congratulations.
Oh.
Now we'll go ahead and go to tab 7. Just give us 1 second to get Madison back in here.
Good morning, Executive Director, Dr. Grimes, panel members. I'll be presenting the proposals developed in the San Diego Regional Office today. If you'll please turn to tab 7. Tab 7 is a proposal from the California Institute of Arts and Technology, Inc. Their first-time contractor requesting $479, $479,200 to train 160 retrainees. Training will take place at California Institute of Arts and Technology's location and at participating employers' locations statewide. This would be the organization's first ETP contract. Representatives from the California Institute of Arts and Technology are present to answer any questions.
Thank you.
Good morning, panel members. My name is Kirsten. I am the VP of Strategy and Analytics at California Institute of Arts and Technology, joined by my two colleagues, Claire Park, our VP of Compliance, and Kara Sturdivant, our Academic Partnerships Liaison. We are very grateful to return today to the December panel. And with the cancellation of the October panel, we saw firsthand how most organizations deal with rising challenges in cybersecurity and the need to continue investment in information technology and cybersecurity concerns. So I wanted to give a quick, brief overview of some of the revisions that we made in this proposal coming back, really taking a lot of the feedback that you gave to us last time in mind. First and foremost, we have lowered the first-time contract proposal amount. We heard your feedback and understand some of the complexities around executing upon the full ETP proposal. And it's our commitment to make sure that we execute upon 100% of that full contract amount. Additionally, you challenged us with an opportunity to think about ways to address and lower the average cost per trainee. Last time during the August panel, we presented a very comprehensive approach to training for each of our employees with multiple training paths, multiple certifications. Between the August and the December revisions, we've reduced the total amount of hours per trainee from 200 to 100 to really focus on a stepping stone approach to career development. So instead of multiple paths of training and certifications, each employee is paired with an individual kind of skill development based on where they are in their career progression, as well as one industry certification. Secondly, we went back through our needs analysis exercise with our employer network. We re-engaged with all of our employers, sat down, had great conversations, and ensured we had the commitment of all of the ETP responsibilities in terms of employee retention, wage progression, and an understanding within each employer how many employees that they opt to send through the training and exactly which level of technical skills that they're looking for. And finally, we wanted to reiterate, we gave this announcement last time, but a final reiteration that zero cost to our employer partners or to the actual end employees. CIET is contributing additional funds in order to support all of our employer partners with hardware support, industry certification support, resources, expert faculty, and more. And then finally, Panelist Newsom, I really wanted to address some of the concerns that you brought last time regarding CIET being a private institution. I can 100% empathize with that concern. We are very well familiar with some of the institutions that have come before us. I believe that a lot of those concerns for many stem from very, very large institutions, those that are backed by private equity firms, those that support tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of students. We are a family-owned operation. We have never strayed from our mission of student success, outcomes, and workforce development. So we're really excited today to answer any final questions and look forward to coming back year after year with the data from our employers and the actual employees on how we're able to help contribute to this initiative.
Excellent, thank you. Are there any questions or comments from the panel?
Yes. First, thank you. I raised a lot of concerns during the last time that you came before me. Excellent job in addressing those concerns. Thank you. Thank you for right-sizing this proposal as well. I want to see you be successful.
Thank you.
I want you to anticipate, though, that if you come before us again, I want to hear some of those success stories from these applicants. And I want to see wage progression too, with it too. So it was a little frustrating for me to see this matter on consent because I had raised so many of those concerns, but listening to you today, reading the revised proposal. I just want to say thank you.
Thank you very much. We really look forward to bringing those success stories. That's what we do day in and day out. So thank you very much for that opportunity.
Thank you. Are there any other questions or comments from the panel?
We have a motion to approve California Institute of Arts and Technology and ETP funding amount of $479,200.
Second.
Okay, there's a motion, a second. Do we have any public comment online?
No public comments online.
Do we have any public comment in person? We'll go ahead and call for the vote.
Jennifer Apothecary,
Aye.
Michael Hill,
Aye.
Gretchen Newsom,
Aye.
Ricky Smiles,
Aye.
Madison Hall,
Aye.
Chris Dombrowski.
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Well
Thank you
done.
very much.
Congratulations.
Look forward to seeing you soon.
Thank you.
Now we'll move to tab 9.
Thank you. Tab 9 is a proposal from East County Economic Development Council. Their repeat contractor requesting $643,500 to train a total of 500 retrainees. Training will take place at East County Economic Development Council's participating employers locations in San Diego and Imperial counties. This would be the company's third contract and second contract in the past 5 years. Representative from East County EDCs is present to answer any questions.
Morning. This mic's a little short for me. My name is James Sly. I'm the president and CEO of the East County Economic Development Council. I just wanted to thank you for giving us the opportunity to come back down here. Like Kellen alluded to, we are now wrapping up our second contract, and it's been of really tremendous value to our manufacturers in the eastern part of San Diego County. Historically, there have been some pretty massive workforce challenges and workforce shortages in manufacturing space. And this has given us an opportunity to help address those with some of our manufacturing partners. And so I know that many of them are excited to actually see one of them a little bit later. For many of them, this is sort of their first opportunity to work with a state and participate with a state in a program like this. And for us and for them, the experience has been extremely positive. So through our contract, our multiple employer application, we are looking to service a number of small and medium-sized manufacturers in the eastern part of San Diego County. They have very diverse training needs, which is why you see a very long list of curriculum. There's obviously some differences in working with metals or working with wood, working on welding and working with machines. So that's why you see some of that diversity of training in that curriculum. But I'm happy to answer any questions. Again, I just really wanted to thank you. This has been a wonderful program for us and for our partners.
Thank you. Do we have any questions or comments from the panel?
Mr. Chairman, if I may. Mr. Sly, pleasure to see you here in Sacramento. Usually see you across the table in San Diego. I'll note that the post-retention wage is merely $22.55 an hour for this MEC. It's not unusual. It's a little frustrating for myself because I can't see a wage progression for these trainees. Can you talk to that from your previous contract to where you're at today? Where are you seeing the wage progression connected to this training?
Yeah, so most of the reason there's kind of a broad spectrum or a broad range for the wages is because, again, alluded to, we're working with a lot of different manufacturers, and so they're all coming in at kind of different price points. Mm-hmm. But through this training, where we see a lot of people come in at the sort of more entry level range, when they go through things like CNC machine operation, blueprint reading, the quality control training, we see some pretty significant, I would say, wage progression as they start to get certified through that. For all of these contracts, they're retrainees, right? And so they're picking people who are at some point in their journey with their employer. And for most of them, that's usually at the earlier stage of their career. And so they might come in at $23 or $24 an hour. But again, after they get trained as a machinist or trained as a welder, trained in additional Lean Six Sigma and quality control practices, that's where we see a lot of that progression move up into more of the 30 and mid 40 range.
Okay. This proposal, it's also a significant jump in requested funding from the previous awarded contract of $118,000 to today's request for $643,000, so nearly sixfold. Plus, a previous contract received only earned 8%. COVID was largely attributed to that. I can understand that for that kind of contract performance. Plus, you are, not you specifically, but East County EDC is referenced later in the agenda under the tab for a critical proposal GK in aerospace, wherein you're going to be the administrator of that contract proposed at 785,000 and stand to receive 13% or 102,000 from that contract. So I need you to talk to me, Mr. Sly, about your bench to ensure performance, and where it states that this project will be overseen by yourself and the HR administrative team. I need to have some more assurances that it would be a smart move to do a six-fold jump in plus the other significant contract. Like, it makes me very nervous.
Okay.
I haven't seen that before.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I can speak to, I'll speak to the increase in our contract, and then I'll speak to sort of the administrative bench that I believe we bring. So for our contracts, the one that we are in the midst of wrapping up right now for about $118,000. To be frank, we aimed a little bit low just to make sure we weren't in a situation where we had kind of more money than we could successfully administer. And we believe in kind of under promising and over delivering. And so again, we kept our initial application amount relatively humble. What we ran into, of course, is that it became very quickly oversubscribed, right? I think that we had spent or allocated that funding within 5 months of signing this agreement this past August, or August of 2023. So given the interest of manufacturers, given the role that we play in manufacturing in San Diego County, we were in the unfortunate position of having to sort of tell people to turn people away, right, and ask them to wait, and we'd be going back and that kind of thing. So as far as the amount, that's why we've requested a larger amount, because we know the demand is there. And like I said, we've already actually quantified that in conversations with our manufacturers. As far as our administrative bench, we at the EDC run a number of federal and state programs. The ones most relevant to this, as an example, are the small business development centers. We train through our center close to 2,000 entrepreneurs a year, and they obviously have a wide variety of data points and metrics and different parameters that we have to track. And so for us, the administration of this contract is actually a relatively straightforward lift, a relatively easy lift compared to all of the other data metrics that we have to capture through some of our other programs. We've had the privilege of working with ETP on a number of other programs through the state, like Cascade and some of the cybersecurity and supply chain programs. But we do have plenty of employees to administer this. We also have a number of consultants and advisors on hand if we needed to scale up. We don't expect that we will, but again, for us, we managed all of the COVID relief grants for ARPA and the CARES funding, about $70 million, 7,200 checks and small business evaluations. Again, for us, this is experience that we've developed over the last 40 years, and I feel very confident that we won't have any trouble administering these data points, both for our contract and for GCANs if they're successful.
I feel much better now. But I just want to warn you, Mr. Sly, that if you pursue this at this level and it comes to be that you're not able to perform, and I'm not talking like 90% or above, but like if you start sliding backwards, I can only speak for myself as a panel member, it will not bode well for you in the future.
Absolutely understand.
Okay.
Thank you.
Are there any other comments or questions from the panel?
We have a motion to approve East County Economic Development Council and ETP funding amount of $643,500.
Second.
Okay, there's a motion and a second, and we will look to the online public comment.
There are no public comments.
Thank you. We'll look,
Online.
thank you. We'll look to in-person. Any in-person comments? Okay, seeing none, we'll move to the vote.
Jennifer Fothergill,
Aye.
Michael Hill,
Aye.
Gretchen Newsom,
Aye.
Ricky Smiles,
Aye.
Madison Hall,
Aye.
and Chris Dombrowski.
Aye.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Okay, and next we'll go ahead and move to tab 12, and I will recuse myself.
Who do you want to take over? You want me to?
Sure.
Okay.
Good morning, panel members. Is this on? Okay, better? Okay, thank you.
I would like to request that tabs 12 and tab 16 are heard at the beginning of, or at the end of the panel meeting to allow for the representatives to attend virtually.
Okay. I mean, I'll share with you that we pulled them so that individuals can recuse ourselves. So if you want to share with them that there's probably not a lot of debate,
Yeah.
but okay. Got it.
Thank you.
Moving on, and I'm gonna go get Rick.
Okay, thank you.
Next on the agenda is, or we have tab number 16.
All those guys.
Oh, okay,
Yes, sorry, we're gonna move 12 and 16 to the end.
okay,
That's okay. Yeah, 20.
excellent, thank you.
Okay, next up we have tab 20. This is a proposal from Clorox Manufacturing Company, doing business as Clorox, and also includes two participating affiliates, Clorox Services Company and Clorox Company. They are a first-time contractor requesting $540,960 to train 460 workers. Training will take place at their facilities in Oakland, Pleasanton, Fairfield, and Redlands. Here to answer any questions are representatives from Clorox.
Hello, Mrs. Chair and members of the panel. I'm Justin Yarkin, Senior Manager of Learning and Development at the Clorox Company. I would like to thank Namira and Chris from the San Francisco field office for their valuable support in developing the ETP proposal. Clorox is a manufacturer and marketer of consumer products. ETP funding will allow us to provide extensive critical new skills to our manufacturing and supporting workforce. This will enable us to efficiently design, develop, launch, sell, and support our current and newly developed products. I would like to request October 25th, 2024 as our contract start date per the ETP staff. I want to thank the panel for considering our proposal, and I'm happy to answer any questions you may have.
Thank you. Are there any questions?
I'd like to take that into consideration, look over at staff, and is that allowed to like go back in time to approve, like, what does that look like?
So they were scheduled to go to October panel.
Exactly. Yeah.
And so we are asking for panel approval to see if they could still have that October 25th contract start date.
Okay, but legally, Kamani, there's no issues with that. I have to specify it in my motion in order to approve it. Okay,
Yes, you have to specify that in your motion.
okay. I love traveling in time. October 24th. Okay, 25th. As the effect, okay, I got you. Okay. If I may continue. You have a post-retention wage listed of $25 an hour, but I just want to commend you in the high wages that you've listed for all the other classifications. Thank you very much. I have nothing else. I'll make a motion.
I have a quick question, if that's okay. I noticed that you have a slightly higher turnover rates. You have a 14%, and then in your management, you have 12%. Can you talk a little bit about that? Why it's slightly higher?
Yeah, with our ERP transformation over the last few years, we've been looking at our current roles, and we had to reevaluate some of those roles to map to the new ERP. So that's why it's a little bit higher than what it usually is, but that's the reason, because we're doing that transformation.
Thank you.
Are there any other questions or comments from the panel?
Move a motion to approve Clorox Manufacturing Company, DBA Clorox, with an ETP funding amount of $540,960 with a contract effective date of October 25th, 2024. So moved.
Second.
There's a motion and a second, and we will turn to the online public comment.
We have one public comment, Michael Sneed, go ahead.
Michael?
Sneed, you're good to go.
He might be on mute.
Sneed?
Okay, we'll go to in-house, in-person public comment. None, we'll go ahead and move to a vote.
Jennifer Potigo,
Aye.
Michael Hill,
Aye.
Gretchen Newsom. Gretchen Newsom,
Aye. Sorry.
Ricky Smiles,
Aye.
Madison Hall,
Aye.
Bruce Dombrowski.
Excellent, thank you very much. Congratulations. Okay, so right now we're gonna head, with it being 10:30, we're gonna take a 15-minute recess. So please be back here at 10:46. Okay, everybody, we're gonna go ahead and continue on with the meeting. And we'll move on to tab 21.
I'm going to recuse myself.
Okay, next up is tab 21. This is a proposal from Pacific Gas and Electric Company. They are a first-time contractor requesting $500,976 to train 639 line worker and lineman journey workers. Training will take place at PG&E's headquarters in Livermore or in the field throughout Northern and Central California. Here to answer any questions are representatives from Pacific Gas and Electric.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen of the panel. I'm Nancy Arroyo Aviles, Senior Manager of Strategic Training at Pacific Gas and Electric. I'd like to thank you first for giving us the opportunity to hear our request. I've also brought with me Bob Gerstel, Senior Assistant Business Manager for IBEW 1245, Shauna Walker, Senior Manager of Technical Training, Electric Distribution Operations, Field Training, and Rosa Hernandez of Hernandez Consulting, our ETP facilitator. It's my hope that you'll approve our request for $500,976, which will be utilized to provide refresher training to our line workers. Additionally, the staff has asked me to include, if our funding is approved, we'd like to request that the contract start date be 25 October 2024, as we were to appear in the October panel hearing. I am available for your questions, but I would like to also point out with the conversations as it regards to wages, on page 2 of our application, you'll see that our wages are $74.76 to $88.43 and $67.92 to $74.40 for the 639 people that will be training. And I'm available for any questions that you might have.
Thank you. What was that October date that you?
October 25th.
25th, okay.
It's the last panel hearing.
Okay, excellent. Are there any questions from the panel? Comments? Okay, do we have a
Motion to approve. Push this button. Motion to approve Pacific Gas and Electric Company's application for $500,976. With a start date of October 25th, 24.
Okay.
Second.
Okay, there's a motion of second, and we will turn to the online public comment.
There are no public comments online.
Is there anybody in person that would like to comment? Seeing none, we'll go ahead and go to the vote.
Jennifer Potigo,
Aye.
Michael Hill,
Aye.
Ricky Smiles,
Aye.
Chris Dombrowski,
Aye.
Madison Hall.
Aye.
That motion passes. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your
Congratulations.
time.
We're gonna go ahead and get Gretchen back in.
Okay, next we have tab 22. This is a proposal from Tesla Inc. And I'd like to inform you that Tesla notified us and they'd like to withdraw their application.
This meeting or all?
All of them. You're welcome.
Okay, we will go ahead and move to tab 23.
Tab number 23 is for Corona Regional Medical Center. They are a repeat contractor requesting $498,456 to train 387 employees. And they are serving Riverside County. This will be their fourth ETP contract and the first in the last 5 years. A representative from the company is here to answer your questions.
Greetings, panel members. My name is Phyllis Snyder. I'm the Chief Nursing Officer of Corona Regional Medical Center. Corona Regional Medical Center is a 259-bed hospital located in Corona, California. It serves an underserved community, and we've been working to really build community relationships, reach out, and actually grow the business. The area has been growing quite a bit, which is requiring us to hire and train, as well as retrain some of the staff that we have to meet the needs. We are right now experiencing a shortage of nurses, not only across the nation, but also in California, with an estimated 45,000 nurses that will be short next year alone. So in order to actually meet the needs of the community, we really need to focus on not only the culture that we have, but also have a robust training program to get them ready and competent to take care of the patients that are in our area, but also to be able to retrain to some of the new technology that we're implementing. We're currently building 2 new cath labs that will be driving additional cardiology business, as well as in our community, we have a high area of patients with renal failure, which requires dialysis and what we call CRRT, chronic renal replacement therapy. And so this will also allow us to provide that high level of specialized training for those individuals. And I'll be happy to answer your questions.
Excellent, thank you. Are there any questions or comments from the panel? Do we have a motion?
We have a motion to approve UHS Corona in an ETP funding amount of $498,456.
Second.
Thank you. We have a motion in a second, and we will turn to any online public comment.
There are no public comments online.
Are there any in-person comments at this time? Okay, we'll go ahead and move to the vote.
Jennifer Fothergill,
Aye.
Michael Hill,
Aye.
Ricky Smiles,
Aye.
Gretchen Newsom,
Aye.
Madison Hall,
Aye.
and Chris Dombrowski.
Aye.
Excellent. Thank you very much. Okay, now we'll move to tab number 24.
Tab 24 is a proposal from Deltronic Corporation. They're a repeat contractor requesting $100,800 to train 72 retrainees. Training will take place at Deltronic Corporation's location in Orange County. This would be the company's second contract in the past 5 years. representative from Deltronic Corporation is present to answer any questions. Good morning, panel. My name is George Pineda. I am Director of Operations at Deltronic Corporation. We are a manufacturer of primarily metal components. We manufacture for the United States government. We make components for the Air Force, for the Navy, Army. As a contractor, we're not a designer, so we don't design anything, but we manufacture. We were established in 1955, private company held by a single family, third generation. We applied for training funding last period or last year. We put the funding to work in establishing higher skill sets in our entry level workforce. Because we're a manufacturing company, our workforce or the amount of employees that we have, the percentage of employees tend to be actually working on equipment, producing the parts. So their training skills, if they stay in the same spots, tend to just flatline. So when I first joined the organization, there were some people where they hadn't moved up yet. And now what we're doing is with the training funds, we're helping people gain skills so that they can move up in pay scale and responsibilities and grow with the organization. So, and I'm here today just to ask for a second training funding so that I can continue with this type of training for my team.
Excellent, thank you. Any questions or comments from the panel?
I know your previous contract, you are anticipated to earn 90% of the approved amount. I want you to be 100% successful. You're asking for a little bit more this time around, so.
I'm trying.
Okay, sure.
One thing that I'll point out is if you look at our retention, our turnover rate, it's 5%.
Yeah, it's very low. Thank
That
you.
means we're hanging on to our employees and building up their skill sets and moving them up in our food chain, I guess. So, thank you. I will hope to get to 100% next time.
Any other comments?
We have a motion to approve Deltronic Corporation and ETP funding amount of $100,800.
Thank you.
Second.
Thank you. There's a motion, a second, and we'll look to see if there's any online public comment.
There are no public comments online.
Any public comments in person? We'll go ahead and move to the.
Jennifer Poppingale,
Aye.
Michael Hill,
Aye.
Ricky Smiles,
Aye.
Gretchen Newsom,
Aye.
Kristen Broski,
Aye.
Madison Hall.
Aye.
Thank you. Congratulations. Motion approved. Okay, next we'll move to tab 25.
Tab 25 is a critical proposal from GKN Aerospace, Kimtronics Inc., DBA GKN Aerospace. They are first-time contractor requesting $785,680 to train 610 retrainees. Training will take place at GKN Aerospace locations in San Diego County. This would be the company's first ETP contract. Representative from GKN Aerospace is present to answer any questions.
Hi, good morning, panel. My name's Aaron Parkinson. I'm a project director from GKN Aerospace. First, I want to say thank you to the panel for your consideration. It's a pleasure to be here. I'd also like to thank GoBiz, ETP's Economic Development Unit, and Paula Duarte from the San Diego region for the support in our application. GKN Aerospace is a leading global tier 1 supplier. So we have many great locations across the globe, and we're committed to doing business in California. We've been in our El Cajon location for just over 70 years this year, and we're delighted to expand our business there we're actually spending $55 million just on our MRO business. So we have a new property there. We have an opening ceremony on Tuesday of next week. The expansion to the building is huge growth for us. So we're going to see hundreds of new jobs as well. Typically, year over year, we spend over $750,000 on training. And this application will actually help to go on top of that as well. We do over 30,000 hours. All of our training is FAA certified, so we are governed by the FAA. So we do a mix of on-the-job training, class training, and then FAA accreditation as well. I'm here to answer questions you may have.
Thank you. Are there any questions or comments from the panel?
Just want to commend you on the high wages too. I know that your post-retention wage is only $22 an hour, but I can see the wage progression clearly in this. It is anticipated that with this training that there will be wage progression, correct? Yes. And thank you for hiring 300 to 500 new employees. And I'm from San Diego, so people are really excited about that. So thank you.
Any other comments or questions from the panel?
Move a motion for this critical proposal of approval of GKN Aerospace Chemtronics, aka GKN Aerospace, in an ETP funding amount of $785,680.
Second.
Thank you. There's a motion and a second, and we'll look to the online public comment.
There are no public comments online.
Is there any in-person public comment? We'll go ahead and move to the vote.
Jennifer Fothergill,
Aye.
Michael Hill,
Aye.
Ricky Smiles,
Aye.
Gretchen Newsom,
Aye.
Chris Dabrowski,
Aye.
Madison Hall.
Aye.
Excellent. Congratulations. Motion approved.
We appreciate it.
Okay, we'll move to tab 26.
Tab 26 is a proposal from Simpson Strong Tie Company, Inc. They're a repeat contractor requesting $596,960 to train 533 trainees. Training will take place at Simpson Strong Tie Company's locations in Riverside and Stockton, California. This would be the company's 11th contract and 5th contract in the past 5 years. Representatives from Simpson Strong Tie Company are present to answer any questions.
Hello, thank you, panel. My name is Daryl Hewitt. I'm the Technical Training Supervisor of Operations at Stockton. I'm here with Dana Garcia. She's our training manager for our Riverside location. So Simpson Strong Tie, we primarily design and manufacture steel components that are used to build safer, stronger structures to withstand earthquakes and other natural disasters. And thank you for your consideration. We are here to answer any of your questions.
Thank you. Are there any questions, comments from the panel?
Move a motion to approve Simpson Strong Tie Company in an ETP funding amount of $596,960.
Second.
Okay, there's a motion and a second, and we will look to the online public comment.
There are no public comments online.
Thank you. We'll look to any in-person public comment. Okay, we'll move to the vote.
Jennifer Fothergill,
Aye.
Michael Hill,
Aye.
Ricky Smiles,
Aye.
Gretchen Newsom,
Wait, me?
Gretchen Newsom,
Aye.
Chris Dabrowski,
Aye.
Madison Hall.
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Contract approved, motion approved. Okay, now we'll move to number 27.
Tab 27 is a proposal from TTM Technologies North America LLC. They're a repeat contractor requesting $571,200 to train 680 retrainees. Training will take place at TTM's locations in Orange, San Diego, and Santa Clara counties. This would be the company's third contract in the past 5 years. Representative from TTM Technologies North America is present to answer any questions.
Good morning to all panel members. I'd like to take any question. Thank you for your consideration.
If I may. Okay. Your post-retention wage is a mere $22.55 an hour, but it looks like in your proposal that there's much wage progression. Can you talk to me a little bit about wage progression for the occupation specifically of inspector and operator? And what can these workers or when can these workers anticipate wage progression connected with the training?
Yeah, Thank you for the question. Our company has really taken a lot of time this year to consider wage progression and enhance our plan to allow progression for our employees, specifically for the operator track, which does cover our production workforce, including inspectors. In October, we rolled out a plan that clearly defines what expectations we require for each role. Operator level 1, 2, and 3 are the top 3 that we are looking to progress our employees. In terms of the project plan, over 50% of our trainees will be under that plan. It'll be encompassing a 3-year cycle. Each cycle will be 3 months. So the plan is to allow our employees to elect or raise their hand to say, open to progress into the next level. Not all operators are looking to that progression. And then rate them based on scale. Could be tenure, could be performance, attendance, all of that. We did roll that out in October. As of now, we are currently going through that cycle, and we expect that to continue successfully for us in the near future.
Wonderful. Your proposal also made mention of a silver tsunami or a significant portion of your workforce reaching retirement age. What is your plan to attract a new replacement workforce?
First of all, I'd like to point out that our turnover in all sites, San Diego, San Jose, and Santa Ana, has reduced significantly, particularly because we've taken time to hear the feedback from our employees through engagement surveys, exit surveys, and new hire surveys as well. With this training funding that we are requesting and this OAP or operator assessment program, we are looking to upskill all of our operators to ensure that we bring them to the secure technical roles. And it'll be very necessary through the OAP program. We are considering at least 135 employees in the O1 track level to move it to the O2 and O3 in the coming 2 years.
Okay. You were also recently audited, and trainees did not meet the minimum wage requirements, and trainee wage rates were inaccurately reported to ETP. It looks like it was a small little hiccup. With your emphasis on wage progression and the programs that you're rolling out now, I anticipate you're not going to have any issues going forward.
I believe the audit you're pointing to was 2 contracts ago. Our most recent contract we passed successfully and have submitted for 75% reimbursement.
Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you.
Excellent. Are there any other comments or questions from the panel?
I move a motion to approve TTM Technologies North America LLC and an ETP funding amount of $571,200.
Second.
Thank you. There's a motion, a second, and we will turn to the online public comment.
There are no public comments online.
Is there any in-person public comment? Okay, we'll go ahead and move to the vote.
Jennifer Fothigo,
Aye.
Michael Hill,
Aye.
Ricky Smiles,
Aye.
Gretchen Newsom,
Aye.
Kristen Broski,
Aye.
Madison Hall.
Aye.
Excellent. Thank you. Congratulations. Contract approved.
Excuse me, Acting Chair, can we ask that when you come up to the podium that you do speak in the mic for the record? Thank you.
If you'll please turn to tab 28. Tab 28 is a proposal from Vortex Industries LLC. They're a first-time contractor requesting $501,760 to train a total of 448 retrainees. Training will take place at Vortex Industries LLC location in Orange County. This would be the company's first ETP contract. Representative from Vortex Industries LLC is present to answer any questions.
Good morning. My name is Rose Rogers. I'm the Chief Human Resource Officer for Vortex Stores Industries. We actually have 23 locations here in California, but the home office is in Orange County. Although this is Vortex's first grant, again, 87-year-old company, this will probably be my 6th. So in my prior, 30-year history in HR, Applied Graphics Technologies, our ETP training grant took us through TKM and digitization. And previously, before coming to Vortex 2 years ago, I was at Ducommun Incorporated, aerospace and defense contractor. So I have a lot of experience in dealing with it. I would like to thank Paula Doherty for her support, and we're using Abbott Consulting to help us support all the administration that goes with it. When you think about doors, because even when I got the call from aerospace, you have to think about safety and security. So in all of the customers, state capitals, et cetera, we all have to go through doors. Our service technicians actually repair them. So safety training and regular training is critical for what they do. As you can see from our proposal, hopefully it shows our significant career progression. But I implemented last year, I actually brought copies for the committee, our career path documents. So as a new person comes into our industry, because most people don't grow up and say, I want to work at doors. However, when we go to the trade schools and we have a lot of frontline workers, they find it very interesting because there's a lot of technology with it. The doors here that I came through are, electronic doors. So our folks learn electricity, they learn how to repair, they learn how to do maintenance, they learn how to deal with glass, glazing, etc. So we do have a very large training center that is in Orange County. Our technicians come down to that. We have certifications for ADAM and for fire doors. But in our 23 sites, we also maintain certified trainers. They have to go through a blue book. So when they come in as a Service Tech 1, an apprentice, they go through this blue book as they go to a Service Tech 2, all the way up to a Master Technician, which with each growth, they have a pay progression. And our salaries at the Master Technician, are north of $40 an hour. And we don't really start anybody below, the $25. So I know I've talked a lot, and because it's hard with the proposal to kind of describe your total company. And as I had never heard of Vortex Doors, although now, guys, as you go outside and you look at labels, I'm always looking for labels. And I can see that our Vortex.
We're sorry, your conference is ending now. Please hang up.
Okay. Are there any comments?
That's not a good sign, right?
Are we still online? Okay, good. Madison still there? Yes. Okay, so we'll go ahead and, any comments from the panel? Any questions? Are there any online comments?
There are no public comments online.
Okay, well, in person, any public comment? We'll move to the vote.
And I move a motion to approve Vortex Industries LLC in a ETP funding amount of $501,760.
Second.
Okay, there's a motion and a second, and we will look to see if there's any online public comment.
There are no public comments online.
Or in person. Okay, we'll go ahead and move to the vote.
Jennifer Fottigill.
Aye.
Michael Hill.
Aye.
Ricky Smiles.
Aye.
Gretchen Newsom.
Aye.
Chris Dombrowski.
Aye.
Madison Hall.
Aye.
Okay, very good. Thank you very much. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. And on behalf of the Vortex team, and happy holidays, everybody.
Thank you.
Okay, next up is tab 29. This is a proposal from Nibby Bros Associates, Inc. They are a repeat contractor requesting $444,528 to train 324 workers. Training will take place at their headquarters in San Francisco and a facility in Oakland. Here to answer any questions are representatives from Nibby Brothers.
Hi, how you doing? My name is Raj Chaudhry. I'm the Chief Financial Officer for Nibby Brothers. I'd like to briefly tell you what Nibby Brothers does and how the ETP program has helped us do that. So we operate exclusively in the San Francisco Bay Area. 90% of the construction we do is affordable housing, particularly in impoverished neighborhoods in San Francisco and Oakland. These projects have Section 3 hiring requirements, as well as a 25% local hiring goal. It's a pretty tough proposition to take people literally off the streets, sell them on a career in construction, and then train them up to do that. But the ETP program has helped us successfully meet that goal on every project that we've done. So I'm hoping I could earn your consideration to continue to do that together. Now, I'd like to address our performance on the first, our initial contract that we've done with ETP. We fell short of our goal, and there's two reasons for that. we stumbled out of the gate initially. It was a culture change to have people sign in, have the trainer sign in and get that roster collected. So the first couple of months was a little bit rough in that process, but that process now is ingrained in our culture. In fact, even though the initial contract is over, we still use the sign-in sheets. When I asked my team why, they said it is a great way to track training. So again, that's culturally ingrained in us now. The second reason, which was the primary reason, there was that atmospheric storm in New Year's of 2023. We came back and our main training facility in San Francisco, which is our largest facility, was flooded. And it took about 3 months to repair that facility. So again, construction takes a long time to do, even if you yourself are a contractor. So that put us in a hole that we never recovered because we had stacked a lot of training in that first quarter of 2023. And then we had to disperse that training throughout the remainder of the year. And again, it just put us in a hole that we never were able to recover from. But we hope those problems are behind us. In that initial contract, we were going to train for 21,000 hours. In this proposal that we have here today, we're aiming for 16,000 hours. So we believe it's a goal that's very attainable for us. Now I'd like to open it up to you guys, see if you have any questions or concerns.
Thank you. Are there any comments or questions?
Just a quick question. You have 250 employees in California
Currently today.
right now, and you're gonna add 74 or so more?
Yes, probably closer to 100.
Closer to 100. What is that gonna look like? Is that happening right away or?
It will happen in the first 2 quarters of 2023. Construction is a little bit seasonal, right? So we're usually in the winter months, we staff down, and then in the spring and summer, we staff up. So yeah, we have a lot of projects starting, end of Q1, early in Q2. So that's when we'll ramp up our hiring.
So you're confident that you'll be able to have enough training hours in?
Yes.
And employees?
Yes. No, we are planning to staff up. Normally, if you look at our summertime numbers, we're carrying 350, sometimes 400 employees. So again, it's because it's winter, we're at 250, but we will be back up to 350, if not more, come, the next 3 to 6 months.
Okay, thank you.
Are there any other questions? We'll look to public comment online.
There are no public comments online.
Thank you. Any public comment in-house today, in person? We'll go ahead and,
I move a motion to approve Nibby Brothers Associates, Inc. in an ETP funding amount of $444,528.
Second.
Okay, there's a motion, a second. Any public comment?
No
Online.
public comments online.
See none in person. We'll go ahead and move to the vote.
Jennifer Fodigo,
Aye.
Michael Hill,
Aye.
Ricky Smiles,
Aye.
Gretchen Newsom,
Aye.
Chris Dombrowski,
Aye.
Madison Hall.
Aye.
Thank you. That motion passes. Congratulations.
Thank you and enjoy your holidays.
Okay, next up is tab 30. This is a proposal from Rislink Corp. doing business as Chua America. They are a repeat contractor requesting $593,600 to train 400 workers. Training will take place at their headquarters in Santa Clara. Here to answer any questions are representatives from Rislink.
Good morning, panel. My name is Ravi. I am the CEO for the
I'm sorry, could you get a little closer to the mic? Thank you.
Good morning, panel. My name is Ravi. I'm the CEO for Rislink America. And, we have been partnering with ETP for supporting our employees for ongoing training. I guess now as a result, we were able to retain our employees for the past 2 years, even in this, harsh, marketing conditions. I'm more than happy to answer any questions you may have.
Thank you. Are there any questions or comments from the panel?
I move a motion to approve Rislink Corp. DBA Chua America an ETP funding amount of $593,600.
Second.
Excellent. There's a motion, a second, and we'll go ahead and look to public comment online.
There are no public comments online.
Thank you. Are there any public comments in person? And then we'll go ahead and move to the vote.
Jennifer Fottigill,
Aye.
Michael Hill,
Aye.
Ricky Smiles,
Aye.
Gretchen Newsom,
Aye.
Chris Dombrowski,
Aye.
Madison Hall.
Aye.
Excellent. Thank you. Motion passes. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Your next up is tab 31. This is a proposal from West Coast Media News LLC, doing business as California Newspapers Partnership. And this also includes 2 participating affiliates, Los Angeles Daily News Publishing Company and Monterey Newspapers LLC. They are a repeat contractor requesting $579,768 to train 609 workers. Training will take place at West Coast Media's headquarters and at its affiliates locations statewide. Here to answer any questions are representatives from West Coast Media News.
Morning, my name is Karen Austin. I'm the Senior HR Director for CNP, California Newspaper Partnership. We appreciate our relationship or past contracts. It's allowed CNP to remain viable company, competitive, and we face those competitive challenges still going forward. So I appreciate the opportunity today to take a look at our new contract proposal.
Thank you. Are there any comments or questions from the panel?
Move a motion to approve West Coast Media News LLC DBA California Newspapers Partnership and an ETP funding amount of $579,768.
Second.
Thank you. There's a motion and a second, and we'll look to the online public comment.
There are no public comments online.
Any in-person public comment? We'll go ahead and move to the vote.
Jennifer Fottigill,
Aye.
Michael Hill,
Aye.
Ricky Smiles,
Aye.
Gretchen Newsom,
Aye.
Chris Dombrowski,
Aye.
Madison Hall.
Aye.
Thank you.
Good morning, panel members. Next, we have tab 32, a proposal from Maxco Supply Inc. They are a first-time contractor requesting $284,760 to train 226 workers. Training will take place at Maxco Supply's 3 locations in Fresno and Kern counties. A representative from Maxco Supply is present to answer any questions.
Morning, panel members. It's great to be here with you all. I am Aaron Bagley. I am the current Chief Financial Officer for Maxco Supply. We are a box manufacturer in the Central Valley. There's some air blowing here. My apologies. We are a box manufacturer in the Central Valley. We help supply boxes to fruit and vegetable packers up and down the Central Valley, down to the Central Coast. We are excited this opportunity to train our employees and to help them advance in their careers. I've had the opportunity to be in some very good companies that have been able to train me up, and I'm new to this position, and I'm excited to help our employees and to advance their career and to move along. And I'm here to answer any questions that you have for me.
Any questions?
Mr. Chair, if I may, for the occupations of machine operator and production workers, your post-retention wage is $20.10, but it looks like the wage range is upwards to closer to $28. Coupled with this training that you're providing to the workers, how soon can those workers anticipate wage progression and bump up in their wages?
So we do, with this new position, in the past, we haven't done any, sorry.
It's okay.
Any performance reviews. We do those on an annual basis, and with those annual basis, with those annual reviews, we expect that those wage will move up at those times.
Okay. I want you to work with your contract administrator and pay specific attention to your productive lab component that's included. It's a pretty sizable chunk of hours that you're seeking, and to be able to demonstrate to us next time around the wage progression of those workers connected to the training that they're receiving. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Sure. Thank you.
I move a motion to approve Maxco Supply Inc. in an ETP funding amount of $284,760.
Second.
Thank you. There's a motion and a second, and we will look to any online public comment
There are no comments online.
and any in-person public comments. Seeing none, we'll go ahead and move to the vote.
Jennifer Fothergill,
Aye.
Michael Hill,
Aye.
Ricky Smiles,
Aye.
Gretchen Newsom,
Aye.
Chris Dombrowski,
Aye.
Madison Hall.
Aye.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Tab 33 is a proposal from the Wine Group LLC. They are a repeat contractor requesting $595,980 to train 495 workers. Training will take place at the Wine Group's 3 locations in Fresno, Madera, and San Joaquin counties. A representative from the Wine Group is present to answer any questions.
Good morning. It's almost afternoon. My name is Susan Tonkin. I'm the Senior Learning Manager for the Wine Group. I want to thank you for letting me come before you to consider the Wine Group's proposal. I also want to thank you for past proposals. We've achieved 100% of any contracts that have been awarded to us, and we've used that money wisely to invest in the upskilling of our employees around new technologies and to prepare them for California's workforce. I will open it up to any questions to expedite the time here.
Any questions or comments from the panel?
I just want to commend you on the union support, but I can also see it reflected in the higher wages for this industry. And I really appreciate seeing that and how well reflected it is in this proposal. I did note, sidebar, your development and administrative subcontractors from out of state, Lubbock, Texas. We don't have a rule against that at that point. My family comes from Texas, but I love keeping those dollars in California, and I'll just leave it at that.
Okay, thank you.
Are there any other comments or questions from the panel?
I have one quick question. I noticed that your turnover rate is at 18%. Can you explain that to me just a little bit, why it's higher than other proposals?
Thank you. Yeah, we've done a great job of recently surveying our talent to find out how we can better support them. Some of that was due to COVID, but also we recognize there's things that we can do. So we have worked with our leaders through a leadership program to better serve our employees. We've also improved our talent and recruiting processes to better align the hires that we have with our managers. And so we're working on that, and we continue to look at exit interview data to see why people are leaving. So we're working on that. Thank you.
Thank you.
Any other comments or questions from the panel?
Move a motion to approve the Wine Group LLC in an ETP funding amount of $595,980.
Second.
There's a motion and a second, and we will turn to see if there's any online public comment.
There are no public comments online.
Any in-person public comments? We will move to a vote.
Jennifer Fothergill,
Aye.
Michael Hill,
Aye.
He Smiles,
Aye.
Gretchen Newsom,
Aye.
Chris Dombrowski,
Aye.
Madison Hall.
Aye.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Thank you. Motion approved.
Next is tab number 34. It's a proposal from Greater San Fernando Valley Chamber of Commerce. They are a repeat contractor requesting $845,604 to train 572 workers. This will be the Chamber's 10th ETP contract and the 9th in the last 5 years. Nancy Hoffman and Perry Menzel are here to represent the organization.
Hi, thanks for having us here today. I'm Nancy Hoffman-Baniak. I'm the President CEO of the Greater San Fernando Valley Chamber of Commerce. And we're pleased to offer another proposal because of our high demand, and I'm here to answer any questions you may have.
Are there any questions or comments from the panel?
Just a clarification on this proposal, at least what's in front of myself. It doesn't state that it's a MEC, but it's a MEC proposal.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. I move a motion to approve the Greater San Fernando Valley Chamber of Commerce in an ETP funding amount of $845,604.
Second.
Thank you. There's a motion and a second, and we will look to see if there's any online public comment.
There are no public comments online.
Thank you. Are there any in-person public comments? Seeing none, we'll go ahead and move to a vote.
Jennifer Fatiga,
Aye.
Michael Hill,
Aye.
Ricky Smiles,
Aye.
Gretchen Newsom,
Aye.
Chris Dombrowski,
Aye.
Madison Hall.
Aye.
Congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Have a great
Motion
holiday.
approved.
If you'll please turn to tab 35. Tab 35 is a proposal from the National Veterans Chamber of Commerce. They're a repeat contractor requesting $149,700 to train a total of 100 retrainees. Training will take place at National Veterans Chamber of Commerce participating employers locations statewide. This would be the company's or organization's second contract and the second contract in the past 5 years. Representative from the National Veterans Chamber of Commerce is present to answer any questions.
Thank you, panel, for the invitation and for the consideration for the second contract. It was a pleasure to conduct the first contract. The Veteran Chamber of Commerce is the only Chamber of Commerce that provides free membership to all veterans and their families. As a Army veteran, we started the organization to help transitional veterans go through the process of getting employment while transitioning from the military to civilian life. Like myself, a lot of veterans encounter difficulties of finding employment that is suitable or that we feel that is kind of in line to what we did, what we served, and is sometimes challenging. So thank you for the opportunity to continue providing the training. I'm able to answer any questions you may have for me.
Well, we'd like to thank you for your service and like to see if there's any comments or questions.
Thank you for your service. It sounds like your entity services both veteran-owned entrepreneurs or businesses and veteran as a trainee, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Commend you. Good job.
Thank you.
Love hearing about that. Love seeing that. I will just point out, though, that your previous project, you only achieved 84% of what you were approved at. We want to see you reach 100%, and you're seeking not today more money than what you did last time. So
Yes.
your administrator, I'm looking at you, do a good job with him and make him successful. Okay.
You got it, Gretchen.
Excellent. Thank you. Are there any other questions or comments from the panel?
Move a motion to approve the National Veterans Chamber of Commerce in an ETP funding amount of $149,700.
Second.
There's a motion and a second, and we'll look to see if there's any online public comment.
There are no public comments online.
Thank you. We will look to any in-person public comment. Seeing none, we'll go ahead and move to the vote.
Jennifer Fatiga,
Aye.
Michael Hill,
Aye.
Ricky Smiles,
Aye.
Gretchen Newsom,
Aye.
Chris Dombrowski,
Aye.
Madison Hall.
Aye.
Excellent. Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
If you'll please turn to tab 36. Tab 36 is a proposal from the University of California, Riverside Extension. They are repeat contractor requesting $145,312 to train a total of 608 retrainees. Training will take place at the University of California, Riverside Extension's locations and participating employers' locations across Southern California counties. This would be the organization's third contract in the past 5 years. You have a clarification to the proposal on the wage range by occupation table. The administrative and customer service occupation wage range max states $30.28. It should be $25 as indicated in the other column. It has the correct amount of distribution of the trainees in that 20 to 25 range. Representatives from the University of California, Riverside Extension are present to answer any questions.
Thank you for the introduction and thank you, panel members. My name is Ivan Melchor. I am the Director of Corporate and Custom Programs with UC Riverside Extension, and I'm joined by my colleague.
Good morning, Daisy Iniguez. I'm the Program Manager for our Corporate and Custom Trainings.
Thank you very much for having us. So we are the Professional Studies Division of the University of California, Riverside. So we focus on upskilling and training professionals that are looking to add a little bit of extra to their careers and to their resume so they can upskill and pursue, raises and promotions within their organizations.
Thank you. Are there any, go ahead.
We just want to know, that we are aware that we underperformed during the second contract. And so we've had various discussions and meetings among the executive management team to address the low performance. And we developed strategies to make sure that we hit the 100% and we're able to request additional funding well before this new MEC is approved, if approved.
Thank you. Are there any comments or questions?
So I thank you for that, for right sizing this proposal to be more on par with what you received last time so that you can get 100%. I will anticipate that for when you come back around the next time around, I'm going to want to see demonstrated wage progression, because what looks to be in your proposal right now, almost nearly everybody is in the wage range of $20 and a cent to $25. When do they get to move up beyond the 2501?
Thank you for the question. So we anticipate that the employers will provide promotions once they complete specific training in like supervision and leadership, which is one of our more popular programs that we are offering right now.
Okay. Would be helpful for next time around to have some of those kind of personal success stories incorporated. And I'd encourage you. It's not mandatory, but it would help me at least.
Noted. Thank you.
Okay. I move a motion to approve University of California Riverside Extension and ETP funding amount of $145,312.
Second.
There's a motion and a second, and we will look to any online public comments.
There are no public comments online.
Thank you. Are there any in-person public comments? Seeing none, we'll go ahead and move to a vote.
Jennifer Fothergill,
Aye.
Michael Hill,
Aye.
Ricky Smiles,
Aye.
Gretchen Newsom,
Aye.
Chris Dombrowski,
Aye.
Addison Hall.
Aye.
Motion approved. Thank you.
Thank you
Congratulations.
very much.
Okay, next up is tab 37. This is a proposal from JobTrain Inc. They are a repeat multiple employer contractor requesting $598,350 to train a total of 150 new hire trainees who have multiple barriers to employment in the healthcare and construction industries. Training will take place at their headquarters in Menlo Park. And here to answer any questions are representatives from JobTrain.
Good morning. I'm Barry Hathaway, CEO of JobTrain. It's nice to see you all today. Also have Ruben Avila, our Senior Director of Career Center Services, and Rosa Hernandez, who's helped us with the contract. Thank you so much. This contract over the last 5 years has been very meaningful to us. We don't charge our students anything for the training, so we have to raise money to pay for their training, and this income has been material for us. So thank you very much, and I'm very happy to answer any questions you might have.
Are there any questions or comments from the panel?
Can you share any stories of personal success of the populations that have high barriers to employment and what you're doing specifically to help them through things?
Yeah, I would love to. Thank you for the question and the opportunity. You know, just recently we joined one of our graduates who has been out of our program now for about 8 years, and at a fundraising gala, and her name was Adrienne, and she came to us with an infant child and promising her mom, she was a mother, that she would make good of herself, even though she was a teen mother. And now she went through our medical assistant training program, completed it beautifully, got a job right away with Stanford Hospital, and has been there ever since. She's now a manager at Stanford Hospital. She owns her home, has 2 children with her husband, and told us that, this career has been a game changer for her and her family. And we have many, many stories like that.
Are there any other questions or comments from the
Just a
panel?
minor question. I think they're requesting, excuse me, a change in trainer ratio for one particular job, medical office worker. Can you explain why that's occurring?
Yes, I thank you for the question. So we have had a waiver to train 20 people, up to 20 people in our class for the last 4 years. And the evidence of having a class of 20 is that it works beautifully. We have very high class completion rates. Our classes are 300 plus hours of instruction, plus a 4-week externship. We have 80+% completion rates of the students who do start in these programs. Right now, we're at 83% completion for the current year. Students are graduating, or they're graduating and getting jobs. About 75% of our graduates are going to work, and they're earning very good wages and seeing a progression of wages. So our position is, remember, we don't charge people for this training program. And at 20, we're able to produce these outstanding results. If we reduce the ratio to 15 and we lose that waiver, then for our community, that means 40 to 80 people a year will not be able to take advantage of this training. Low-income individuals with barriers to employment. If we're locked into 15, then we will have to turn people away who deserve the opportunity to start a new career and take advantage of the opportunities in our communities.
So this waiver has been in place for a while then?
Yeah, we've had it
Okay.
ever since we started.
So it's just a request to extend it?
It's a request to continue the waiver. Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Any other questions or comments from the panel?
I move a motion to approve Opportunity Junction, Inc. an ETP funding amount of $486,658.
We're job trained, but we'd love.
Oh
to
my
offer
God.
you Junction Dr. Wade.
Sorry, I had jumped ahead because I was already going to approve you in my mind. Let's redo that. Strike that from the record. I move a motion to approve Job Train Inc., much better, in an ETP funding amount of $598,350.
Second.
Sorry about that.
There's a motion and a second, and we will look to any public comment.
There are no public comments online.
Any in-person public comment? Seeing none, we'll go ahead and move to the vote.
Jennifer Fothergill,
Aye.
Michael Hill,
Aye.
Ricky Smiles,
Aye.
Gretchen Newsom,
Aye.
Chris Dombrowski,
Aye.
Madison Hall.
Aye.
There we go. Thank you.
Motion approved. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Okay, next up, we have Opportunity Junction, Inc. This is tab 38. They are a repeat multiple employer contractor requesting $486,658 to train a total of 122 new hire trainees who are justice involved or opportunity youth. They're going to train them in the medical assistant, certified nurse assistant, or administrative support services. Training will take place at their Antioch facility, and here to answer any questions are representatives from Opportunity Junction.
Good afternoon. My name is Brianna Robinson. I'm the president and CEO with Opportunity Junction. As stated, we are a nonprofit, no cost for training program in East Contra Costa County that is serving people with many barriers to employment entering administrative and healthcare careers. I would be happy to answer any questions about our application.
Thank you. See if anybody on the
Okay, I
panel.
did have questions for this one before I seek to approve you. Sorry about that. I took a look at your website and it states on there that the total cost of tuition and fees for this course ranges between $3,000 to $6,000. And then quote, however, Opportunity Junction identifies funding sources to cover this cost so that none of these costs are passed on to those enrolled in the training program. I didn't understand why you would put that on your website, because if I was somebody in trainees kind of shoes, I would look at that and I'd have a little bit of fear, hesitancy of like, oh no, what does that mean? Why is there a cost associated with it if it's free?
Absolutely. So part of that is compliance with the Bureau of Private Post-Secondary Education, also with compliance with the eligible training provider list.
Okay.
Another source of funding we have is through WIOA funds through the government. And so if we have clients who are eligible for WIOA, some of those classes are reimbursable through that program. Folks who aren't eligible for this program. And so in order to have access to those funds, we need to provide a cost for the training. Even though everybody who comes to the program, nobody pays any money out of their pocket.
Okay, even if they're not ETP trainees, nobody.
Nobody, not a
Thank
single
you very
person.
much.
Are there any other questions or comments from the panel?
Now I'll do the real motion. Motion to approve Opportunity Junction and ETP funding amount of $486,658.
Second.
Thank you. There's a motion and a second, and we will now look to see if there's any online public comment.
There are no public comments online.
Any in-person public comments? Seeing none, we'll move to the vote.
Jennifer Fothergill,
Aye.
Michael Hill,
Aye.
Ricky Smiles,
Aye.
Gretchen Newsom,
Aye.
Kirsten Browski,
Aye.
Madison Hall.
Thank you. Motion is approved. Congratulations.
Okay, next up, we have tab 39. This is a proposal from Soma AEC Inc., doing business as Oxman College. They are a repeat multiple employer contractor requesting $848,148 to train a total of 237 trainees, including 20 new hires. The new hires also have multiple barriers to employment. Training will take place at their two main facilities in Citrus Heights and Daly City, and at participating employer facilities throughout California. Here to answer any questions are representatives from Oxman College.
Good morning, panel member. My name is Michael Borkin. I am resident of the Oxman College.
Can you get a little bit closer to the mic, sir? Thank you.
First of all, happy holidays. Everybody has a good one. Thank you very much for opportunity. Thank you very much for opportunity to present now our proposal. We appreciate the help from the Robert Jackson and manager Chris Hoover to develop this project.
Excuse me. We just need him to speak just a little bit louder. It's hard to hear online.
We have been working with CTP for over 30 years, since 1993. We focus on the small employers that have limited resources for the training. As a multiple employer contractor, we serve about 15 20 companies for each contract. In this proposal, we provided training for small businesses in priority industry, included computer and medical skills training. Both type training in high demand and important for increased employee retention and for supporting career advancement. I'm happy to answer to any question you may have.
Are there any questions or comments from the panel?
Sir, this is a private post-secondary for-profit vocational school?
Yes, we are for.
You are for-profit. This is not your first time at the rodeo. This is your 19th contract. When I take a look at your website, I'm a little concerned of sending anybody to that website at this point. But I'm also more concerned about the listings of the tuition associated with many of your programs. For our ETP funded trainees, you're not allowed to charge them anything.
Right.
The state of California is paying for them. When they complete the ETP funded training, are they then transferred into a costly program associated with your school?
Okay. They not. They finish training. and we have a little bit different this time. We added up one more job number 4, which is actually, this is what you're looking for. You're looking for progression, salary progression. This is the best actually. This is will be model will be for everybody. So when you train CNA, for instance, yes, they get promotion after evaluation of the company, but not much, 50 cents, dollar, approximately about 5% average. Okay, but we created today 20 people to the start because and we want them promote for $40. How do you do that? After the training, ATP, you cannot get them $30 from 20. No way. I mean, it doesn't exist any training. So what we do, and we have already waiting list actually, people who would like to be LVN. So when we recruit for CNA, but prerequisition, it's CNA, because you cannot just go to LVN, no school, community colleges or private, they don't take it if you don't have CNA. So we use it CNA as a starting point. When they finish one, they have scholarship employer. Employer wants them to stay in for commitment for the state for up to 1 year or more. And so they give them scholarship. And so they don't pay.
And what if the scholarship doesn't cover the full cost of your program? Then that student has to pay it?
Go after when we finish one, they finish our retention.
Okay, your website also states that you don't offer any financial aid either.
This is something new coming in. This is, if you see our proposal before was different. We did not have new hires program. Now they started from the unemployed, right? Then they get CNA, stay 3 months, and continuously during the working as a CNA, they study for nurses. So this is really beneficial in not only employers, because now CNA stay, because shortage CNA, especially after the Christmas, this is very, very big.
Sir, how many students in total does your private for-profit college currently have enrolled?
I will say total 450 people.
And of those 450 people, are you counting the ETP trainees toward that population?
No. This was previous.
That is separate.
Previously, this is for new contract. I'm talking about what already for new contract. For this particular contract, we have 450 people, and we have very good performance in this contract. Again, 100% as usual. We do 100% performance. I'm talking about our new contracts which we have, and this is actually for everybody, because when you recruit CNA, this is a very hard, very hard job, and lowly cost job. It doesn't matter you train them for short time, they will increase, but they're not gonna increase $50-$60 per hour. Only way to do it, to bring them to the second level, LVN or RN. We're also opening right now ourselves, reopening ourselves LVN program. We had 2008, but then was collapsing situation with the country was.
Okay, I myself am not willing to make the motion today for this one. Perhaps there is another panel member that is, but I myself have additional questions that are similar to the earlier applicant that we had that came back before us after they right-sized their project and then they came before us again. And they did an excellent job in presenting and how they addressed all of our concerns and questions specific to funding a private for-profit college and funding like that. So that's where I'm at today. I have additional questions. I think that this needs to be right-sized. I think there's things that need to be looked into with this. That's where I'm at.
Okay, let me go. We prepare because we got, thank you very much for advance question. We prepare for each item. So I have 2 pages to answer to your question which we got yesterday. Success.
So, sir, my preference, I'm a visual learner, unfortunately. I'm a little bit hard of hearing on things, so I have a hard time understanding some of the things that you're saying. I am going to ask that this be returned to staff to address some of the concerns that I have in collaboration with you, put that into writing and put that into the proposal, and then I'll take another look at it. I'm not doing that today. No.
So should we make a motion to table? Is that appropriate?
Make a motion to table this one.
Second.
Okay, there's a motion to table to see if there's any online comments, public comments.
There are no public comments online.
Are there any public comments in person? Okay, we'll vote to table this.
Member Fothergill?
Aye.
Michael Hill?
Aye.
Ricky Smiles?
Aye.
Gretchen Newsom?
Aye.
Christian Brodsky?
Aye.
Addison Hall?
Aye.
Just want to clarify. So what do they do? Prepare for the second one. Okay.
We have tabled the application, so you'll want to take it to the consultant ETP staff, and they'll go ahead and move you forward with
We
how to proceed.
will reach out to you and we'll get this worked out and address their questions.
Okay, because we prepare basically.
Yeah, thank you.
We prepare everything. And,
Yes,
everything.
we'll have to come back. So I could talk to you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, we'll go ahead and move to tab number 40.
Tab 40 is a proposal from AGC Construction Education Foundation. They are a first-time contractor requesting $849,957 to train 631 trainees. Training will take place at AGC's statewide training facilities in the participating employers' locations and work sites. Representatives from AGC Construction Foundation are present to answer any questions.
I'm Kendra Bello, Director of Training and Education with AGC of California's Construction Education Foundation. First, I want to thank you for your consideration and helping us develop our training programs. And I'm happy to answer any questions that you may have about our proposal.
Thank you. We'll go ahead and see if any public comment or a comment from our panel.
So this one, I had to go back in time a little bit to the September panel because I was like, AGC just came before us and got a huge apprenticeship contract. Why are they back here again? So you are a separate entity from that chapter of an AGC, but I'm still a little bit concerned and confused as to why you're coming in for this as opposed to apprenticeship
Yes.
and what the difference is.
Yeah. So my training programs are overseen by a board of directors through the Construction Education Foundation. There are 30 board members and 6 of whom are represented by union partners. So on the board sits the Laborers Training School and Apprenticeship Program, Laborers Training and Retirement Trust Fund NorCal, Operating Engineers Local Union 12, Local 3, Carpenters 46, and then the Western States Regional Council of Carpenters. Part of what they do is ensure that my programming does not overlap or compete with apprenticeships in any way. We're really focused on people who are already in industry and upskilling.
So these are like journey level workers that are coming back for either a new classification or a new technology that they're going to be trained in.
really project managers,
Project
project
managers, okay.
engineers, superintendents, foremen. We support the whole industry. So we even have like a human resources generalist certificate course that's for HR professionals in construction.
Okay.
So we really do offer training on everything, even like how to write effective emails and all kinds of things like that. So anything in construction.
Very important skills. And you stated here, you just listed off kind of a litany of folks that are a part of your board. Many of them are unions, but it says here that you don't have any union affiliation, but you do.
We represent the construction industry, so
Mhm.
our members include both union and non-union
Okay.
construction firms. So we don't.
So for next time around, this is your first time coming as yourself. It would be helpful to get some of those union letters of support.
Okay.
So then it clearly tells me that you're not overlapping with their training that they're providing through their apprenticeship program that we
Right.
already funded. And then I can see that more
Okay.
clearly.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
Thank you.
Are there any other comments or questions from the panel?
Move a motion to approve AGC Construction Education Foundation in an ETP funding amount of $849,957.
Second.
There's a motion and a second, and we'll look to any online public comment.
There are no public comments online.
Thank you. We'll look to see if there's any in-person public comment. Seeing none, we'll go ahead and move to a vote.
Jennifer Faldigo,
Aye.
Michael Hill,
Aye.
Ricky Smiles,
Aye.
Gretchen Newsom,
Aye.
Chris Dombrowski,
Aye.
Addison Hall.
Aye.
Motion passes. Thank you. Congratulations.
Tab 41 is a proposal from Tulare Kings County's Builders Exchange, Inc. They are a first-time contractor requesting $167,720 to train 140 trainees. Training will take place at the participating employers' locations in Fresno, Kern, Kings, and Tulare counties. A representative from Tulare Kings County's Builders Exchange, Inc. is present to answer any questions.
Good morning. My name is Teresa Lewis. I'm the Executive Director of the Tulare Kings County Builders Exchange. I would like to thank you for the panel for considering our contract. As you know, we are in a very high HUA, and we are looking to advance these trainees into higher wages and into apprenticeship programs. If you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer them.
Talk to me a little bit more, please, about how you're transitioning the construction workforce into apprenticeship programs. What existing partnerships do you already have with apprenticeship programs?
Well, we are affiliated with the unions. We are both union and non-union contractors, are members of our exchange. We strive to encourage the union participation. We cannot force them, obviously, but
No.
we encourage that because it's such a good educational
Exactly.
movement.
Apprenticeship, union or non-union,
Yes.
but apprenticeship in construction is the gold standard. So I do want to see more folks affiliated with that. And if you're providing that kind of entry door
Yes.
to that, I can understand that better. Thank you.
Are there any other questions or comments from the panel?
I'm sorry, I fell asleep. Motion to approve. I was like reading it again. I'm sorry. Motion to approve Tulare Kings County's Builders Exchange, Inc. and an ETP funding amount of $167,720.
Second.
Thank you. There's a motion and a second, and we'll look to see if there's any online public comment.
There are no public comments online.
And is there any in-person public comment? Seeing none, we'll go ahead and move to a vote.
Jennifer Faldigo,
Aye.
Michael Hill,
Aye.
Ricky Smiles,
Aye.
Gretchen Newsom,
Aye.
Chris Dombrowski,
Aye.
Addison Hall.
Aye.
Motion passes. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Next, we have tab 42, a proposal from Valley Builders Exchange, Inc. They are a first-time contractor requesting $849,290 to train 455 trainees. Training will take place at the participating employers' work sites and training facilities in Madera, Mariposa, Merced, Stanislaus, Tuolumne, and San Joaquin counties. Please note there is a correction to the subcontractor's administrative cost percentage to 10% of the earned amount. Representatives from Valley Builders Exchange are present to answer any questions.
Good morning. Thank you for having us, panel members. My name is Christine Schweiniger, and I'm the CEO with Valley Builders Exchange. We've been around in business since 1947 with a little over 400 members. I cover about 6 counties, and we focus on industrial and commercial. And today I brought our newest intern, who's now a full-time employee, who's been helping us with a lot of our trainings we're offering our members, along with Lourdes Urande, who is our ETP training consultant. Thank you for having us and considering us.
Any comments from the panel?
So similar to the last one that shares your name, is a different chapter.
Absolutely.
Your connection to apprenticeship, because it looks like to me like you're training journey level workers, but their wages are pretty subpar for the construction industry. What's going on here?
Well, we're looking at entry level. So our goal is to try to get them in positions with our members.
Okay.
And as they're starting to get more experience in training, to then partner with our unions, because that's where they're really going to be successful.
Okay, so you are a pipeline or doorway, gateway into an apprenticeship program. And so where I see that a plumber is listed here for earning $25 an hour to $35 an hour, you hope to, what kind of training are you providing them specifically before they enter into apprenticeship?
Just first of all, trying to get them in the door, and then getting them entry level, whichever the positions that they're looking for. A lot of our electrical or builders, different areas, we just really want to get them in. Recently, we have a trades day. Every year we have about 50 of our members, non-members coming out. And the biggest thing they're saying is we just need to get bodies in and get them trained. So we're kind of looking at starting at that point and then moving them forward. And then for our other members who have a little bit more experience and want to move them up, we want to offer them as well.
Okay. I will want to see for next time around, kind of the numbers of the total number of trainees that you're providing, and then how many of them transitioned into apprenticeship programs and for construction specifically. That'd be helpful.
Are there any other comments or questions from the panel?
I'm awake now and move a motion to approve Valley Builders Exchange, Inc. in an ETP funding amount of $849,290.
Second.
There's a motion and a second. We'll look to see if there's any online public comment.
We have one public comment. Go ahead, David.
Good afternoon. My name is David Vincent, Regulatory Affairs Specialist with the Western States Council of SMART. I'm here to air a couple concerns about the possible issuance of public funds to the Valley Builders Exchange and given the details of their application. Each of the 13 listed employers on this bid or on this application are registered public works contractors, 7 of whom, a majority, have different OSHA violations within the last 4 years. And of the 29 violations, and 5 of these 7 contractors experiencing serious violations, including I just thought with a limited amount of time, I had to investigate, also finding a handful of the contractors with Division of Labor Standards Enforcement, Civil Wage and Penalty Assessments, or QAPAs, for the underpayment of wages or benefits or failure to utilize apprentices in a proper way to comply with state law on public works projects. Just given this, I'm a little concerned that these employers are utilizing these workers as a lower paid pseudo apprenticeship program, where the work processes and training curriculum seems to overlap with those of the state approved apprenticeship programs, and where workers are guaranteed annual increases in wages towards a more high road career. Given these considerations and the fears I mentioned above, I just wanted to make sure I would like to see a more robust wage package or reconsideration on the employer's choice for a training option. I'll just leave it at that. Thank you.
Thank you for your comment.
As the maker of the motion, I'd like to ask the applicant if they have a response to those public comments that were just made.
Thank you. I'm not aware of that, but I know that every member that comes in, we have to check the license to be a member of the exchange. And those get checked periodically because they go through the board. And if there are any problems, they cannot be members. Therefore, we cannot partner with them. So I'm really not aware of that. And I'd like to take a look at that. I don't know. But if there was, then they would not be participating in this.
for sure.
And then the concern about some of your contractors that are members that are working on public works projects, and then there's apparent violations of not utilizing an apprenticeship program when it's mandatory on public works projects, something that you definitely want to watch out for, since you're not an apprenticeship program and you want to be able to make sure that they're in compliance.
Yes, I agree.
Are there any other online public comments?
There are no further public comments online.
Are there any other in-person public comments? We'll go ahead and move to the vote.
Jennifer Fothigill,
Aye.
Michael Hill,
Aye.
Ricky Smiles,
Aye.
Gretchen Newsom,
Aye.
Chris Dombrowski,
Aye.
Madison Hall.
Aye.
Thank you. That motion passes. Congratulations, sir.
Next, tab number 43 is an agriculture initiative proposal from Wonderful Orchard LLC. They are a first-time contractor requesting $299,880 to train 357 trainees serving Kern and Fresno counties. Jesus Rios and Josue Spolda are representing the company to address any questions.
Good afternoon, good morning. My name is Jesus Reyes. I'm the Continuous Improvement Manager at Wonderful Orchard. With me, we have Jose Sepulveda, our HR analyst, who has really been taking the lead with all of this. As stated, first off, let me back up. Thank you for your time, and thank you to Hannah and Marisol for their efforts. Wonderful Orchards, we are a farming company specializing in pistachio, almond, and pomegranate. We are based in Kern County. We have been in service since '89, and really, for us, a big part of it is growing our employees. We are in a high unemployment area, and really, if you look at our retention rates, 3%, we do consider ourselves an employer of choice. But with that, as we are growing, I see ourselves as a large farming company that is realizing that we are growing. And with that comes new technology, new equipment, new screens, that is training. As a continuous improvement manager, I also have introduced Lean Six Sigma into the company, just trying to standardize through training. And we hope that the CTP contract will help us to that. So we are here for any questions. Thank you.
Are there any questions from the panel? Concerns?
I do have some. For our agriculture initiative, we are supposed to fund panels that highlight how training is upskilling farm workers, enabling trainees to work in good quality jobs and pay good wages, and provide opportunity for advancement and encourage worker voice. Elaborate for me on how you encourage worker voice.
So part of the continuous improvement program is we've introduced this thing called our WOW program, which is really our frontline driven, where we go out and ask our employees for feedback. As part of that, through some of the programs we've built, we've actually introduced an ag frontline, our frontline employees that we call it, an evaluation end of year process, where we are asking the employees what they would want to see, what progression they would like to do. That is 2 years in, and we have seen some growth. Some employees make progress through that, as well as a number of just large scale changes that have come through asking the employees.
Okay. Your parent company is the Wonderful Company, correct? And you also have the Wonderful Company, not specifically you, also has contracts for Wonderful Pistachios and Almonds and Wonderful Palm. Now you're coming in with this one. It's a pretty substantial amount. I will put into the record so everybody gets it. I'm not related to Governor Gavin Newsom, okay? But I do get Google alerts because of my name. And I noticed that Palm Wonderful sued Governor Newsom to stop the unionization of farm workers with his signature on the Farm Worker Authority bill that respects worker voice. What's the status of that at this point?
To be honest, I am not aware on that, but we do promote employee voice. I mean, from our front, we truly do drive that employee.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just very concerning to me that I know it's not you, but the corporate entity
opposes the unionization of farm workers. And these are the very workers that are usually the least paid and work the hardest and provide us our food. And the lack of respect for that is very concerning for me. But those are my questions and statements at this point.
Are there any other questions or comments from the panel? Okay. I'll look for a motion.
Motion to approve Wonderful Orchards LLC for $299,880.
Second.
Okay, so we have a motion, a second, and we will look to public comment online
There are no public comments online.
and any public comment in person. Seeing none, we'll go ahead and move to
Jennifer Fothergill,
Aye.
Michael Hill,
Aye.
Ricky Smiles,
aye.
Gretchen Newsom,
No.
Chris Dombrowski,
Aye.
Madison Hall.
Aye.
Okay, motion passes and congratulations.
We thank you for your time.
Next, we have tab 44, an ETP agricultural initiative proposal from Crane Walnut Shelling LP. They are a repeat contractor requesting $282,240 to train 196 workers. Training will take place at Crane Walnut Shelling's 3 locations in Tehama County. A representative from Crane Walnut Shelling is present to answer any questions.
Hello, board. My name is Araceli Castro, and I'm the HR manager for Crane Walnut Shelling. First, I'd like to thank you all for the consideration for helping us continue to develop our training program. In the past, it has allowed us to be able to properly train our workers with the correct skills so that they can have the opportunity to advance. So we are very thankful for that. And we would like to, ETP has been a great assistance to our employees and company, and we look forward to our continued partnership with ETP. And I'm happy to answer any questions you may have.
Thank you. Any questions or comments from panel?
I do appreciate that you addressed the topic of worker voice in your proposal. Thank you for that and what you included in there. I did want to ask you about anticipated wage progression for these workers. Your post-retention wage is only $16.91. For the wage ranges listed before me, they start, generally speaking, they start at $16 an hour and move up to $20 an hour. With this training and this proposal, how soon can these workers anticipate wage progression and a bump up in their wages? From 16 to
Right.
upwards.
You know, a timeline would be, I'm gonna be very honest, a timeline would be difficult. However, one of the greatest things about our company is that we do open up an opportunity for employees to be able to go as fast as they want. We don't limit them if they want an ability to continue to grow. We give them the proper training and skills that allows them to continue to grow with the company. So someone can go from 16 to 20 within 30 days, to be honest with you, or it could take a year. It really depends on the employee. The grants funding has really helped us be able to provide the proper training for a lot of these employees that come in as just first line employees. They're just general laborers, and within a few months they can be operating machinery, and even within a year they could be supervisors. So a timeline would be hard, but it could be in less than a year that they can bump within $16 to $20 an hour.
Thank you. Any other questions or comments from the panel?
Move a motion to approve Crane Walnut Shelling LP in an ETP funding amount of $282,240.
Second.
Thank you. There's a motion, a second, and we will look to see if there's any online public comment.
There are no public comments online.
And we'll see if there's any public comment in person. Seeing none, we'll go ahead and move to the vote.
Jennifer Fothergill,
Aye.
Michael Hill,
Aye.
Ricky Smiles,
Aye.
Gretchen Newsom,
Aye.
Chris Dombrowski,
Aye.
Madison Hall.
Aye.
Thank you. Motion passes. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Tab 45 is an ETP agricultural initiative proposal from Sutter Home Winery, Inc. They are a repeat contractor requesting $554,400 to train 600 workers. Training will take place at Sutter Home's 5 locations in American Canyon, Lodi, Napa, Paso Robles, and St. Helena. Please note there is a correction to the turnover rate, which should reflect 7.7%. A representative from Sutter Home is present to answer any questions.
Good afternoon. My name is Tom O'Brien, and I am a Vice President of Human Resources. I am here with my colleague, Maria Haspe, who is actually taking over for me as I am retiring, as is Ms. Jones over there. And so we're going to tag team on this so you have a feel for who we are and who she is and how we intend to fulfill our obligations under the contract. First of all, we want to thank you for the consideration and the past approval of our contracts. It's not lost on us that we have gained experience as time has gone on, and we've gotten better and better. And I appreciate Phil clarifying the reality of our turnover levels are the lowest in our industry, and there's a reason for that. This our company is very employee people forward, and along with higher levels of wages for our types of work, we also deliver better than average benefits to include healthcare and a very generous 401k profit sharing program, which averages in the 12% of earned pay over time. So it's those kinds of things that we are proud of. We would like to put forward. But the contract is what it is, and so we're open to answer any questions that anyone might have.
Thank you. Are there any comments or questions from the panel?
For the agriculture initiative, we haven't seen wages like this before. So I commend you on that, the higher wages that you're attributing to this. Thank you so very much for that. I also like up to $91 an hour. What's going on there? Maybe I should go work for you. So I want to commend you on that, but I also wanted to commend you that you took the extra step and the extra care to include in your narrative what exactly you've done to uplift your workforce. And you touched upon it a little bit in your remarks, but also the hiring of providing ESL training, promoting a bilingual HR manager to oversee everything, and all the other things that you listed. This is what I want to see going forward. So thank you.
Are there any other comments or questions from the panel? Thank you. We'll go ahead and
Move a motion to approve Sutter Home Winery, Inc. in an ETP funding amount of $554,400.
Second.
There's a motion and a second, and we will look to see if there's any online public comment.
There are no public comments online.
Thank you. We'll see if there's any in-person public comment. Seeing none, we'll move to the vote.
Jennifer Fothergill.
Aye.
Michael Hill.
Aye.
Ricky Smiles.
Aye.
Archie Newsom.
Aye.
Kristen Brosky.
Aye.
And Madison Hall.
Aye.
Motion passes. Congratulations. Thank you. We're going to go ahead and take a move to recess for lunch.
The next one's a virtual.
Okay, so we will reconvene in an hour.
1 hour.
Okay, 1:22. See you then. First steak is on Dr. Grimes. Okay, we're going to go ahead and get started again. And we're going to go ahead and jump to tabs number 16, 12 and 16. Jaime, we good?
Yeah.
And I will recuse myself at this moment and turn over to Gretchen.
Tab 12 was pulled off of consent.
Tab 12 is a proposal from Haggerty Construction Inc. Tab 12 is a proposal from Haggerty Construction Inc., DBA Haggerty. They are a repeat contractor requesting $170,240 to train 76 workers. Training will take place at Haggerty's location in Stockton. A representative from Haggerty Construction is present virtually to answer any questions.
Wonderful. Any panel members have any questions, comments, concerns? Seeing none, is there a motion to approve?
I move to approve Haggerty Construction, Inc., DBA Haggerty, total ETP funding, $170,240.
Perfect. Is there a second?
Second.
Excellent.
Second.
Are there any public comments?
Yes, we have one public comment online.
Okay, go ahead, please.
Michael Sneed, go ahead.
No, I just raised my hand because I was a subcontractor. No comment.
Excellent. Thank you very much. Any further public comment? Anyone in the room, public comment? Seeing none, all those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Oh, roll call thing. Sorry, this is a different function. Staff, please call the roll.
Jennifer Fothergill,
Aye.
Michael Hill,
Aye.
Gretchen Newsom,
Aye.
Christian Browski,
Aye.
Madison Hall.
Aye.
Wonderful. Somebody will go get Rick Smiles, please. And we will now turn to tab 16. And he and I will pass like ships in the dark as I recuse myself. And I'm just waiting for him to come so then I can leave.
Okay, now we'll move forward with tab 16.
Tab 16 is a proposal for Radonich Corp. doing business as Al Coast Telecom. They are a first-time contractor and they're requesting $207,172. And here virtually to answer any questions is representatives from Radonich Corp.
Thank you. Did they want to have anything to say virtually or? No, okay.
They're available for any questions, though, if you
Okay,
have any.
thank you. Are there any questions or comments from the panel? Okay. Do we have a motion or?
I move to approve Radnich Corp., DBA Cal Coast Telecom, total ETP funding amount of $207,172.
Second.
Thank you. There's a motion and a second, and we will look to any online public comments.
We do have a hand raised, could be the contractor. Let me just double check. Go ahead, Barry.
Yes, good afternoon. Thank you for letting me come in. I'm the Director of Accounting of Radnich Corp. I'm happy to discuss the proposal. If there's any question, can I answer?
That is the contractor. Yes.
Okay, yeah, thank you. I don't believe there's any questions or comments, so we're going to go ahead and see if there's any public in-person comments.
No further public comments online.
Okay, there's none in person, so we'll go ahead and move the vote.
Jennifer Fothergill,
Aye.
Michael Hill,
Aye.
Ricky Smiles,
Aye.
Kirsten Browski,
Aye.
Madison Hall.
Aye.
Okay, thank you. Motion is approved and congratulations. I'll go ahead and get Gretchen back in. Okay, now we'll move to tab 46.
Tab 46 is a critical proposal from Underhill Industry. They are a first-time contractor requesting $831,040 to train 742 workers. Training will take place in Costa Mesa, Santa Ana, and Irvine. A representative from the company is present to answer any questions, and they are online.
Thank you. Are there any comments or questions from the panel?
Super happy to see the hiring of 962 employees. It's going to be great. Move a motion to approve Anduril Industries, Inc. in an ETP funding amount of $831,040.
Second.
Okay, thank you. There's a motion and a second, and we'll look to see if there's any online public comment.
No public comments online.
Thank you. We will look to see if there's any in-person public comments. Seeing none, we'll move to her.
I'm sorry, say that one more time. It got buzzed off.
Seeing no public comment online or in person, we'll go to vote.
Perfect. Jennifer Fothigill,
Aye.
Michael Hill,
Aye.
Ricky Smiles,
Aye.
Gretchen Newsom,
Aye.
Chris Dombrowski,
Aye.
Madison Hall.
Aye.
Excellent. Motion passes. Thank you very much. We'll move on to the next application.
Tab 47 is a proposal from Glendale Community College Professional Development Center. And they are a repeat contractor requesting $798,114 to train 534 workers. And they are a repeat contractor, and a representative from the company is online to answer any questions.
Thank you. Are there any questions on this proposal from the panel? Any questions or comments? Okay.
Move a motion to approve Glendale Community College Professional Development Center in an ETP funding amount of $798,114.
Second.
We have a motion and a second, and we will look to see if there's any online public comment.
So yes, we have one public comment. And go ahead, Eddie.
Yes, hello. My name is Ani Kashishian, and I'm the Executive Director of the Professional Development Center at Glendale Community College. And we would also like to request a contract start date of 10/25/2024.
I amend my motion to incorporate that new contract start date. And second.
Second.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. So now we'll look to see if there's any other additional online public comment.
There are no further public comments online.
Okay, and we'll look for any in-person public comments. Seeing none, we'll go ahead and move to a vote.
Jennifer Fothigill,
Aye.
Michael Hill,
Aye.
Ricky Smiles,
Aye.
Gretchen Newsom,
Aye.
Chris Dombrowski,
Aye.
Madison Hall.
Aye.
Thank you. That motion passes.
Next is tab 48. This is a proposal from Relativity Space. They are a repeat contractor requesting $596,960 to train 533 workers in Long Beach. This will be Relativity's second contract with ETP and their second contract within the past 5 years. A representative from the company is present to answer any questions. Online.
Excellent. Thank you. Are there any questions or comments from the panel?
Move a motion to approve Riviera Inc., DBA, the enterprise. I'm going fast forward today, okay? I want to go. Move a motion to approve Relatively Space Inc. in $596,960.
Second.
Thank you. There's a motion and a second, and we'll look to any online comments from the public.
Yes, one public comment. Go ahead, Kate.
My name is Kate Potts. I'm head of talent development at Relativity Space. Thank you for the time today and for past funding. I also wanted to request a contract start date of December 31st, 2024 due to the upcoming holidays. And I'm happy to answer any other questions panel may have. So thank you.
I amend my motion to incorporate that new date of December 31st, 2024.
Second.
Okay, thank you. We will look to see if there's any further public comment.
There are no further public comments.
Okay, and then we'll look to see if there's any public comment in person. Seeing none, we'll go ahead and move to a vote.
Jennifer Pottergill.
Aye.
Michael Hill.
Aye.
Ricky Smiles.
Aye.
Gretchen Newsom.
Aye.
Chris Dombrowski.
Aye.
Madison Hall.
Aye.
Thank you. That motion passes.
Next is tab 49, and tab 49 is a proposal from Riviera Inc. They are a repeat contractor requesting $848,934 to train 542 individuals. This will be Riviera's 14th ETP contract and the 6th in the past 5 years. A representative from the company is online to answer any questions, and there is a request to backdate the contract to October 28, 2024.
Excellent. So we'll go ahead and hear from the contractors if they're online so that we can find out what date they would like to make it effective as.
We had a hand raised.
Winnie Ho.
Want to speak still? Yes, hang on 1 second. Go ahead.
Yes, hi, this is Winnie Ho, Executive Director of the Enterprise Youth. Yes, we'd like this contract start date of October 28th, 2024.
Great. I move a motion to now approve Riviera DBA, the Enterprise U, in an ETP funding amount of $848,934 with a backdated ETP contract start date of October 28th, 2024.
Second.
Okay, thank you. There's a motion and a second, and we will look to see if there's any other online public comment.
No further comments online.
And we will look to the room to see if there's any in-person comment. From the public, none. We'll go ahead and move to a vote.
Jennifer Pottergill.
Aye.
Michael Hill.
Aye.
Ricky Smiles.
Aye.
Gretchen Newsom.
Aye.
Chris Dombrowski.
Aye.
Madison Hall.
Aye.
Thank you. That motion passes. Congratulations.
Was there a second on the motion?
Pardon me?
Second?
Mike.
Next is tab number 50, and tab 50 is a proposal from Schultz Steel. They are a first-time contractor requesting $466,088 to train 287 individuals in Los Angeles County. A representative from the company is present online to answer any questions.
Okay, we'll look to the online representative to see if they would like to change the start date or anything.
No request to change.
Okay. Any questions or comments from the panel?
Move a motion to approve Schultz Steel LLC in an ETP funding amount of $466,088.
Second.
There's a motion and a second, and we will look to see if there's any online public comment.
Yes, we have one online public comment. Bill Sachs. Oh, just jumped off. There are no other public comments.
Okay, thank you. We'll go ahead and see if there's any public comment in person. Seeing none, we'll move to vote.
Jennifer Pottergill.
Aye.
Michael Hill.
Aye.
Ricky Smiles.
Aye.
Gretchen Newsom.
Aye.
Chris Dombrowski.
Aye.
Madison Hall.
Aye.
Thank you. That motion passes.
If you'll please turn to tab 51. This is a proposal from the Omni Hotels Management Corporation. They're repeat contractor requesting $366,240 to train 218 retrainees. Training will take place at Omni Hotels Management locations in Los Angeles, Riverside, San Francisco, and San Diego counties. This would be the company's second contract and the first contract in the last 5 years. Representative from Omni Hotels Management Corporation is present virtually to answer any questions.
Okay, we'll go ahead and see if there's any comments or questions from the staff, from the panel.
I do have some comments and questions pertaining to this one. I'm very familiar with Omni Hotels, and I was on the picket line with Unite here in San Diego, so I'm aware that that facility is union. And when I look at this proposal, it says that there is no union representation, but I believe that their facilities in San Francisco, San Diego, and Los Angeles are all union facilities. So I'd like some follow-up as to why I'm not seeing letters of union support.
The representatives responded via email and should be able to participate and address those questions if they're available via Zoom.
Thank you.
Yes, would it be Bill Sachs or would it be Ally?
Ally, please.
Go ahead, Ally.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes.
Hello, and thank you so much for your time. My name is Allie Marion. I'm the Area Director of Human Resources with Omni Hotels and Resorts. Yes, we do have 2 of our properties that are members of the union. However, Los Angeles is not, San Diego is not, and Rancho Mirage is not either.
So, I'm sorry, so which workers are being trained under this at which locations?
We're going to start with the San Diego, Los Angeles, and Rancho Mirage locations.
Okay, so I'm a little bit confused because I'm looking at the job classifications that you stated, and these all look like they are likely represented by Unite here.
Our location, sorry.
Go ahead.
The location in downtown San Diego, the location in downtown Los Angeles, and Rancho Mirage are not represented under the collective bargaining agreements.
Okay. I'm done.
Okay, are there any other comments or questions from the panel?
Just one quick question. I see you have a 12% turnover rate. Can you talk to me a little bit about that?
Yes, so after COVID, the industry has obviously had quite a bit of turnover, and our hopes is to utilize ETP grant to help strengthen individuals' ability to connect with guests, deal with difficult customers that come in. We have seen trending down. Actually, the property that I'm based at in San Diego, we have less, we're number 6 within the brand for retention, and that's truly just because of training and helping our associates have the tools to handle this type of industry.
Thank you. Are there any other questions or comments from the panel? Do I have a motion?
Move a motion to approve Omni Hotels Management Corporation in an ETP funding amount of $366,240.
Second.
Thank you. There's a motion and a second, and we'll look to any online public comments.
Yes, we have one. Bill Sachs again. Go ahead, Bill.
That's okay. Thank you very much.
No more public comments online.
Thank you. Are there any public comments in person? Seeing none, we'll move to a vote.
Jennifer Fothergill.
Aye.
Michael Hill.
Aye.
Ricky Smiles.
Aye.
Gretchen Newsom.
Aye.
Chris Dombrowski.
Aye.
Addison Hall.
Aye.
Thank you. That motion passes.
Okay, next up, we have tab 52. This is a proposal from Bay Ship and Yacht Co. They are a repeat contractor requesting $414,400 to train 296 shipyard workers. Training will take place at their headquarters in Alameda. And here joining virtually to answer any questions are representatives from Bay Ship and Yacht.
Excellent. Thank you. Do we have any questions or comments from the panel?
Move a motion to approve Base Ship and Yacht Company and an ETP funding amount of $414,000 and $400.
Second.
Okay, let's, we got a motion, a second. Well, if there's any other public online comments,
There are no public comments online.
and we'll look to see if there's any public comments in person. Seeing none, we'll move to the vote.
Jennifer Fothigill,
Aye.
Michael Hill,
Aye.
Ricky Smiles,
Aye.
Rachel Newsom,
Aye.
Chris Dombrowski,
Aye.
Madison Hall.
Aye.
Thank you, that motion passed. Thank you. Congratulations.
Okay, next up, tab 53. This is a proposal from Headway Technologies, Inc. They are a repeat contractor requesting $474,880 to train 424 workers. Training will take place at their 5 locations in Milpitas. And here joining virtually to answer any questions are representatives from Headway Technologies.
Are there any questions or comments from the panel?
I move a motion to approve Headway Technologies, Inc. and an ETP funding amount of $474,880.
Second.
Thank you. There's a motion and a second, and we'll look to see if there's any online public comment.
There are no public comments online.
Thank you. We'll see if there's any public comment in person. Seeing none, we'll move to a vote.
Jennifer Fothigill,
Aye.
Michael Hill,
Aye.
Ricky Smiles,
Aye.
Rachel Newsom,
Aye.
Chris Dombrowski,
Aye.
Madison Hall.
Aye.
Thank you. That motion passes.
Thank you.
Tab 54 is a proposal from Crystal Creamery, Inc. They are a repeat contractor requesting $343,000 to train 245 workers. Training will take place at Crystal Creamery's 18 locations in Kern, Humboldt, Fresno, Alameda, Stanislaus, Shasta, San Joaquin, and Yolo counties. A representative from Crystal Creamery is present virtually to answer any questions.
Thank you. Do we have any comments or questions from the panel?
Move a motion to approve Crystal Creamery, Inc. and an ETP funding amount of $343,000.
Second.
Thank you. There's a motion and a second, and we'll turn to see if there's any public comment online.
There are no public comments online.
Thank you. We'll look to see if there's any public comment in person.
Thank you. I'm the contractor for the Crystal Creamery contract, and I just wanted for the record to put that they, in their last contract, this is their second that they're applying for, and they did an amazing job on their first contract. They got over 100%, 112% completion rate, and they're doing a lot of training for our community. So thank you.
Excellent. Thank you for informing us on that.
Voting. Jennifer Fothigill,
Aye.
Michael Hill,
Aye.
Ricky Smiles,
Aye.
Gretchen Newsom,
Aye.
Chris Dombrowski,
Aye.
Madison Hall.
Aye.
Thank you. That motion passes. Congratulations. Tab 55 is a proposal from Kagome Inc. They are a repeat contractor requesting $217,140 to train 235 workers. Training will take place at Kagome's locations in Kern, Merced, and San Benito counties. A representative from Kagome is present virtually to answer any questions.
Thank you. Is there any questions or comments from the panel?
Yes, could the applicant speak to me a little bit about specifically the occupation of an operator and wage progression that would be demonstrated? It looks like the bulk of your workforce is stuck in the wage range of $15 an hour to $20 an hour. It is evident that you're starting people off at $17 an hour, but I'd like to have a little discussion on how soon those workers can anticipate wage progression.
Just to double check, Phil, is it Eduardo?
That's correct.
Okay. Go ahead, Eduardo.
Hi, I'm Eduardo Espinoza, Senior HR Generalist for Kagome. Yeah, so our operators is mostly packaging operators. So it's our introductory level position. Most of the time, it's new employees either coming out of high school that are looking for a new job. So that's why the wage is around $17 an hour. As far as wage progression, it's hard for me to give you a timeline because it does depend a lot on the individual employees' want or capabilities and initiative. So we have employees that within 3 months, they get promoted to a new position and their wage is well above $17 an hour. We also have employees that like the position and then they just like they stay in that position for a while, and their wage progresses through 90-day evaluations and annual reviews.
Thank you very much for addressing that. Just want to bring to your attention, your post-retention wage is $17 an hour. This is a 2-year contract. So if you're starting folks off at $17 an hour, I'd like to see them, have wage progression by the next time you come back. If you come back. Thank you.
Thank you. Are there any other questions or comments from the panel? I'm sorry, are there any other questions or comments from the panel?
Move a motion to approve Kagome Inc. in an ETP funding amount of $217,140.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second, and we'll look to see if we have any online public comment.
There are no public comments online.
Thank you, and we'll look to see if there's any in-person public comments. Seeing none, we'll move to a vote.
Jennifer Fontaine,
Aye.
Michael Hill,
Aye.
Ricky Smiles,
Aye.
Gretchen Newsom,
Aye.
Chris Dombrowski,
Aye.
Madison Hall.
Aye.
Thank you, that motion passes. Thank you.
Tab 56 is a proposal from Lyons Magnus LLC, doing business as Lyons Magnus. They are a repeat contractor requesting $194,040 to train 198 workers. Training will take place at Lyons Magnus's location in Fresno. A representative from Lyons Magnus is present virtually to answer any questions.
Thank you. Do we have any questions or comments from the panel?
Move a motion to approve Lyons Magnus LLC, DBA Lyons Magnus in a ETP funding amount of $194,040.
Second.
Thank you. There's a motion and a second, and we will look to see if there's any online public comment.
Yeah, we just have one. Go ahead, Heather.
Hi, good afternoon. Hi, my name is Ellie Obregon, Vice President of Human Resources for Lyons Magnus, a food manufacturer here in the Central Valley. We have about 4 facilities, but this will be supporting our California facility. I'd like to thank you for your time, and I also like to thank Mike Sneed from Sierra Consulting, Phil Boyer, and Christina Kaiser for their support in getting me here and giving Lyons the opportunity to present to you all today. I'm open to take any questions you may have.
Thank you very much for, and we will go ahead and move to vote.
Jennifer Fontaine,
Aye.
Michael Hill,
Aye.
Ricky Smiles,
Aye.
Gretchen Newsom,
Aye.
Chris Dombrowski,
Aye.
Madison Hall.
Aye.
Thank you. That motion passes. Thank you.
Thank you. Tab 57 is an amendment from S. Martinelli and Company. This amendment requests the use of an out-of-state training vendor. Representatives from S. Martinelli and Company are present virtually to answer any questions.
Okay, are there any questions from the panel? Comments?
Okay, so this is a motion to allow them to use an out-of-state vendor.
That is correct. Yes,
Okay.
use out-of-state training vendor.
For training. If the applicant can kind of elaborate as to why they're seeking this permission, that would be wonderful.
Yes, Phil, can you verify the name real quick, please?
Should be Christina.
Last name?
I do not recall the last name. There's also, I believe, Jennifer is another participant.
Yes, I have a Jennifer on here.
Thank you.
Hi, this is Jennifer Madrid. I'm the Senior Director of Human Resources for S. Martinelli and Company. And to elaborate a little bit on why we've utilized out-of-state vendors, it's really the specialization of the equipment for our bottling company that we went to providers that could actually handle our production volume as well as some of our unique bottle sizes. And that's why we went out of state for this.
And out of the country with Italy too.
And out of the
Yep.
country with Italy.
Yep. Just looking at staff, that's perfectly allowed, right? Okay, great. Move a motion to allow the use of, oh, I'm sorry, Mike.
I have a further question on this. So I'm familiar with specialized equipment coming from another source anywhere in the world to do training. But after the initial training's done, the company should be able to train its own staff. So my question is, how frequent do you use this out-of-country training process?
Great question. So the out of country and out of state training has already been conducted. It's been completed. So it was a one-time thing. And to your point, we absolutely sent those trainers to learn on our equipment prior to it actually arriving here in the state or the states. And now those individuals who went abroad or out of state for training are actually in our facility training additional employees. So everything else is actually being done here in California on site.
Perfect.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Do you want to make a motion? Okay, move a motion to allow S. Martinelli and Company to approve their panel amendment proposal and allow them to use the out-of-state vendors and out-of-country vendors that they've specified.
Second.
Thank you. There's a motion and a second. We'll turn to see if there's any online public comments.
We have one more. Go ahead. Public comment? Okay.
Are there no public comment online?
You're not speaking.
Okay, so we'll look to see if there's any public comment in person. Seeing none, we'll move to a vote.
Jennifer Fothergill,
Aye.
Michael Hill,
Aye.
Ricky Smiles,
Aye.
Gretchen Newsom,
Aye.
Chris Dabrowski,
Aye.
Madison Hall.
Aye.
Thank you. That motion passes. Thank you.
Thank you.
Afternoon. This is on. Good afternoon. On tabs 58 through 62, what you will see are our non-construction apprenticeship programs that are coming in this month. Just want to put a couple of things of note. These projects, except for tab 60, were all right size prior to our right sizing of the construction allocation. So we had conversations with these people because we want to make sure they were successful, and this is a new space that we're in. So what you see here is not what they actually asked for. So we have already right-sized them, but as their discretion. Also, all of these programs are DAS approved, but as we go down this space and having discussions, you will see things that are unlike the non-construction folks, the time of their programs, the types of occupations, the wages, those things that we're hoping to have conversations about later on down the road. So you will see things that are a little bit different that we're not normally used to. Okay. All right. Which also includes the training delivery, right? Because some of these programs deliver training so totally different. But that is something that we wish to have conversations about, again, because we're entering this new space and things that we need to talk. So on tab 58, you will have California State Society for Opticians to train, dispense optician and optometric assistants. And the representative is virtual.
Okay, thank you. Are there any questions or comments from the panel?
Some generalized comments, if you don't mind, Director Atkinson, but pertaining to what you just presented to, as we proceed down this path of non-traditional apprenticeship programs, I would still like for us to be investing in programs that are the gold standard of apprenticeship, that have wage progression, quality training with
potentially certifications if possible, and consistent employment too, and kind of like that guaranteed like job during and after. So those are the components that just because you're DAS approved doesn't mean that you're necessarily meeting the litmus test for myself of things. So something to watch out for with this one specifically for California State Society of Obstetricians. Thank you for right sizing it. I do have some continued concerns around their training delivery. It does seem to be the bulk of it is self-taught computer-based training, and the apprentice is guiding themselves through a program, which is very different than what we traditionally invest in, being combined with kind of a master journey level person with hands-on training. And this makes me a little uncomfortable. I'm willing to go there today to test this out, but I want to continue this conversation.
And you are correct. And we had that conversation with them. And so under this contract, there shouldn't be anyone doing online. And that's why you'll see, I think there's only 20 people in there. And also the two out there is that in our conversations with these non-traditional folks, the one thing that we really have stressed is the employer engagement part, right? Because in the construction folks, you already have the signatories and employers are involved. And we're having that, we're really, really stressing that, right? And that's why you won't see as many come through until we figure that component out.
Wonderful.
Thank you. Are there any other comments or questions from the panel?
Move a motion to approve the California State Society for Obstetricians and an ETP funding amount of $19,760.
Second.
Thank you. There's a motion and a second, and we'll look to see if there's any online public comment.
There are no public comments online.
And we'll see if there's any in-person public comment. Seeing none, we'll go ahead and move to the vote.
Jennifer Fothigill,
Aye.
Michael Hill,
Aye.
Ricky Smiles,
Aye.
Gretchen Newsom,
Aye.
Kirsten Browski,
Aye.
Madison Hall.
Thank you. That passes. Thank you. Willie.
Turn to tab 59 is a project for El Sol Neighborhood Educational Center to train community health workers. The representative is virtual.
Any questions from the panel or comments?
You could just take my comments that I gave for the last one and duplicate them over here. And I move a motion to approve El Sol Neighborhood Educational Center in an ETP funding amount of $69,730 and wish those apprentices well.
Second.
Thank you. There's a motion and a second, and we will look to see if there's any online public comment.
There are no public comments online.
And we'll look to see if there's any in-person public comment. Seeing none, we'll go ahead and move to the vote.
Jennifer Fothigill,
Aye.
Michael Hill,
Aye.
Ricky Smiles,
Aye.
Gretchen Newsom,
Aye.
Kirsten Browski,
Aye.
Madison Hall.
Aye.
Thank you. That passes.
Turn to tab 60 is a proposal for GNC Auto Body Inc. I know I said earlier those others were right size. This proposal was right size and reduced in relation, same as the construction projects were. That's why you see a little bit higher value on it. But we did have that same conversation of right sizing. They came in for a little bit more, reduced them to what we felt was correct. And the representative is virtual.
Thank you.
Thank you. Are there any questions or comments?
I've traditionally expressed concern and sensitivity around auto manufacturing and auto shops. I have received assurances from yourself and others on staff that this does not involve in any way, shape, or form piecemeal pay.
Correct.
These are solid wages. I commend the applicant on the high wages that they're paying these apprentices, and I'm excited to see this one go forward.
Thank you. Are there any other comments or questions from the panel?
Move a motion to approve GNC Auto Body Inc. in an ETP funding amount of $291,995.
Second.
Thank you. There's a motion and a second, and now we'll look to see if there's any online public comment.
Yes, we have two. And we'll start off. Oh, now one. Hello.
Good afternoon. My name is Norm Frick. I'm the corporate auto body technician, lead apprentice tech trainer, and ICAR coordinator for GNC Auto Body. I have over 35 years in the automotive collision industry, and I am ICAR Platinum certified, ICAR Welding certified, Tesla technician, Mercedes technician, and no, we don't piecemeal anything together. Yes, I do still work on cars, but enough about me. GNC is the only auto body repair DAS approved apprenticeship in the state of California. We currently serve all Northern California, covering 13 counties, and currently have 70 registered apprentices, of which 10 are female. Last year, we created an apprentice training facility located in Concord, California, which houses all state-of-the-art body repair, refinished tooling, and equipment for our apprentices to utilize in a high-tech environment. Vehicles manufactured today are essentially 3,000-pound rolling computers. With changing technology occurring in a dynamic pace, with the community colleges auto body program closures, there have been few resources for students getting into the industry to learn. With EVs and new materials to make cars lighter and more efficient, as well as technology to make them safer, collision industry technicians are on a continual learning path. This is essential to ensure that after a collision, your vehicle is repaired not only in a quality fashion, but it is also safe. GNC plans to use funding to help offset the high costs of RSI training. Each apprentice has an annual cost of between $15,000 and $30,000 annually in terms of training costs. Our instructors, classroom equipment, learning materials, uniforms, and apprentice tooling create significant financial hurdles. ETP funding is an aid to even minimally offset those large costs. Journeymen will be trained in new technologies to build the number of journey level mentors we have to increase the number of apprenticeship trainees. This program pays students while they learn at no cost versus some of the trade schools where students incur $40,000 in debt while coming out as still a junior level apprentice. At this time, if you have any questions, I would be more than happy to.
Thank you very much. Are there any other questions or comments from the panel? Okay. So are there any other public comments in person? Seeing none, we'll move to the vote.
Jennifer Faldigo,
Aye.
Michael Hill,
Aye.
Ricky Smiles,
Aye.
Gretchen Newsom,
Aye.
Kristen Broski,
Aye.
Madison Hall.
Thank you. That motion passes.
Turn to tab 61. This is a proposal for Hospitality Industry Training and Educational Fund, HTA, to train baristas and line cooks. The representative is virtual.
Thank you. Are there any questions or comments from the panel?
Move a motion to approve Hospitality Industry Training and Education Fund, DBA Hospitality Training Academy, or HTA, and an ETP funding amount of $74,820.
Second.
Thank you. There's a motion and a second. We'll look to see if there's any online public comment.
There are no public comments online.
Thank you. We'll turn to see if there's any in-person public comments. Seeing none, we'll go ahead and move to the vote.
One just popped up, actually. Go ahead.
This is Aideen Feldman, the Executive Director of the Hospitality Training Academy, and I'm present if you have any questions, answer your questions.
Thank you very much. We'll go ahead and move to the vote.
Faldigo,
Aye.
Michael Hill,
Aye.
Ricky Smiles,
Aye.
Gretchen Newsom,
Aye.
Kristen Broski,
Aye.
Madison Hall.
Aye.
Thank you. That motion passes.
Turn to tab 62. This is a proposal for Spalding Marine Center. Also want to point out this is one of our successful non-construction apprenticeship programs. They came in last year and they did 100% and kept it low. They've completed the training and placed the employees. On the virtual is the representative.
Thank you. Are there any questions or comments from the panel?
Move a motion to approve Spalding Marine Center with an ETP funding amount of $35,568.
Second.
Thank you. There's a motion and a second, and we'll go ahead and look to see if there's any online public comment.
There are no public comments online.
Thank you. And are there any in-house public comments? Seeing none, we'll go ahead and move to the vote.
Jennifer Fothergill,
Aye.
Michael Hill,
Aye.
Ricky Smiles,
Aye.
Richard Newsom,
Aye.
Chris Dombrowski,
Aye.
Madison Hall.
Aye.
Thank you. That passes. I think that's. Okay, yeah. So now the opportunity for panel members to request agenda items for future panel meeting. Are there any? No? Okay, are there any public comments on matters not on the agenda? Virtual or in person?
Two public comments.
Okay, we have one final action item, and that's on the second level appeal for Vino Farms.
Good afternoon, panel members. We're here on the Vino Farms, Inc. second level appeal under 22 California Code of Regulations, section 4452. That's the regulation that is ETP's regulation series. This matter concerns the panel's decision to deny Vino Farms, Inc.'s training application under the ETP Agricultural Initiative, and that took place at the April 2024 panel. On June 10th, I'll give you a brief procedural history. Before I do that, I'd just like to state that the attorney for Vino Farms is present online. I've been informed, Michael Kopp. I've been informed that Veronica Natera, the Director of Human Resources, is also online, and possibly some other principals, but we'll let them introduce themselves when they give their remark. Regarding the procedural history, on June 10th of 2024, the applicant submitted a first level appeal alleging, among other things, that the statement of decision does not accurately identify or support the panel's decision to deny the applicant's training application. On August 19th of 2024, ETP issued a determination denying the first level appeal. On August 29th of this year, the appellant submitted a second level appeal, and the appeal was continued, and then with the cancellation of the prior meetings, the matter is on for today's discussion and continued for today. So the panel action, there are 3 items for the panel to consider, and these items are authorized under 22 CCR 4450 B2. So I'll read that. The panel must take one of the following actions within 45 days of receipt of a second level appeal. 1, refuse to hear the matter, giving the appellant written reasons for the denial. Or 2, conduct a hearing on a regularly scheduled meeting date. Or 3, delegate the authority to conduct a hearing to a subcommittee of 1 or more panel members, or to an administrative law judge with the Office of Administrative Hearings. So the action item for today is to decide one of those 3 paths, and we can allow the applicant or the appellant an opportunity
We're sorry, your conference is ending now. Please hang up.
Can we confirm that we are still online?
Yes, it still shows we're recording.
Rain dance. All participants are now in listen-only mode.
It still shows it's recording. It still shows online, both ends. So it still shows we're still good to go.
I can still hear you.
Okay, thank you. Is Mr. Kopp online?
Yes, Michael Kopp.
Yes, yes.
Give me 1 moment. Michael Kopp, can you raise your hand again? Thank you. Go ahead and speak, Michael.
Yes, can everyone hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, for some reason the video is not showing on my end, but if everyone can hear me. Vino Farms was intending to present comments first from the company representative. Those will be brief, and then comments by myself, which will also be brief, no more than 3 minutes. But if you could, our intention was to have Ronnie Natera speak first and then followed by me.
That's fine. So we'll go ahead and open up to Ron, was it?
Ronnie Natera.
Go ahead, Ronnie.
Ronnie Natera. Thank you, members of the panel. As mentioned, my name is Ronnie Natera. I'm the HR director for Vino Farms and have been with the company for approximately 15 years. We do have a couple of other owners online. Do want to take this opportunity to briefly discuss the key reasons why Vino Farms has submitted the application, why it has been a repeat successful applicant, and why we presently are pursuing this appeal process after receiving our first ever contract denial. Vino Farms, first off, is the type of applicant and employer that this program should look to support. Vino Farms is a California family-owned business and has been since at least 2008 as the family business, and remains family-owned and operated in California. We're not a giant conglomerate or faceless national ag corporation. This is a California-grown local enterprise that has been part of the state's local agricultural and wine grape growing community for decades. Secondly, Vino Farms treats its employees well with generous benefits and pay and is an innovator. Vino Farms values its employees, takes great pride in its relationships with its employees, many who have worked with Vino Farms for decades. There are numerous other opportunities for agricultural work in California, but employees stay with Vino Farms for good reason. In addition to generous wages, Vino Farms provides exceptional, generous benefits to its workers, including a health plan where employees only contribute $1 a month for their health coverage. This is a plan with no deductible, has an open network plan, and also includes prescription coverage. Dental and vision insurance is paid for by the company, as well as life insurance, long-term disability, accidental death and dismemberment policies also being paid by the company. Vino Farms offers paid vacation, paid holidays, and sick pay. We also have a 401k retirement plan with a company match. In addition, Vino Farms is an innovator and is investing in organic farming approaches. The Ledbetter family and Vino Farms have been deeply involved in creating the Lodi Rules Sustainability Program with a little over 8,500 acres in this program. And today, Vino Farms, has a total of 300 acres of organic vineyards on both family and client-owned land, as well as some certified biodynamic vineyards. Most recently, Vino Farms was awarded a regenerative organic certification for some acres. This certification is one of the hardest certifications to get for a vineyard. You must already be an organic certified vineyard to start, and then pass an extensive 2-day human resources audit and a 1-day farming audit. The farming audit requires organic farming plus a no-till system, plus active soil biology monitoring. Vino Farms is the first vineyard in the Central Valley to be certified. Vino Farms also has an open door policy with employees and is actively engaged to consistently evaluate and improve employees' experiences with Vino Farms. We invest in our workers, and many of the supervisors have promoted from entry-level position into leadership positions. Thirdly, Vino Farms has been demonstrated as and proven successful participant in this program. We've participated in this ETP program and been a successful applicant, but we've also, we have participated in 3 prior ETP programs. Vino Farms is not an unknown quantity. It is a proven success, and where it is application, we're actually evaluated based on the facts and the application submission. It has consistently satisfied the requirements and been a successful applicant and program participant. Fourth, Vino Farms puts significant resources and time into submitting a strong application. We increased the number of employees who are licensed and certified supervisors. We've provided training and certifications that are transferable, providing computer skills, commercial skills, and business skills. Most recently, we've deployed smartphones to all of our field operation employees in order to facilitate them using it for scanning QR codes on equipment to complete pre-operation checklists. While deploying this technology, when we went out initially and asked people if they knew what a QR code was, the majority of our employees did not know how to scan a QR code. So we deployed smartphones and trained them how to scan the QR codes, as well as complete the information requested. In short, this is exactly the type of program and business that the state should be looking to support, as demonstrated by the fact that the state has consistently approved our previous applications. Fifth and final point, Vino Farms has never received any explanation for the unprecedented denial of its application. At the panel meeting, the panel, unlike any other application Vino has previously submitted, seemed to be focused on unsubstantiated, non-factual considerations rather than the actual training proposal. Vino reasonably expected the process wouldn't be fair and transparent, or would be fair and transparent. But at every level of appeal, the company has not received a fact-based explanation as to why its application was denied. And for these reasons, we're asking the panel to set a hearing and grant the application. That concludes my portion of our talking points. I will turn it over to Michael Kopp now.
Can members of the panel hear me?
Yes, thank you, Michael.
Okay, great. I'll be brief, as the legal grounds for the appeal are already laid out in the first level and second level appeal of the panel decisions. Those grounds are clear and straightforward, namely that the considerations for granting or denying an application are laid out by regulation, and the panel is not granted unlimited discretion, but rather the decision has to be supported by the findings, and the findings have to be supported by the facts. The record here couldn't be more clear that each of the conclusory grounds asserted in the panel's original denial, both the original decision as well as the appeals, isn't supported by the fact or the record. As to the first finding regarding wages, there wasn't a single adverse fact that was elicited regarding the wages that would be paid, the benefits provided, and the application's actual proposal to assist employees in moving into even higher paid wages. Instead of facts, the questions focused on a settlement of a PAGA suit, which by law and by fact is not a fact establishing any violation. By law, a settlement can't be considered a fact of a violation. And indeed, with respect to PAGA, during the pendency of these appeals, PAGA itself was revised on an emergency basis due to the recognized abuse of the process, which previously didn't even require the plaintiff to have suffered the labor code alleged violations in the lawsuit. The only other questions aside from a PAGA settlement, concerned a political consideration of an outside organization's activities, which were not supported by any Vino Farms employees. In other words, those were individuals outside of Vino Farms and did not include Vino workers. As to the second finding regarding the provision of a safe and secure jobs, that's not even a proper articulation of the legal standard, which doesn't identify safety. Even if safety were part of the regulatory standard, no facts were elicited to identify any fact-based safety issue. The only question regarding, quote, safety pertained to glyphosate, which is an EPA-approved product for which Vino has been inspected repeatedly by the state agency charged with pesticide safety, with the agency confirming Vino's safety compliance. And indeed, any safety concerns regarding glyphosate are also unsupported. In fact, California is right now under a court injunction that prohibits the state of California from requiring cancer warning labels on this EPA-approved product, which has been approved based on sound science. As to the third finding, that the panel wasn't satisfied as to concerns regarding trainee safety, working conditions, management turnover, or past performance, only the conclusion was stated. No facts were presented to support that finding because there are none. What's most striking and facially evident from the record is that there are no questions, no inquiries regarding the contents of the proposal, the nature of the training to be provided, only questions regarding non-factual outside organization innuendo. As to the fourth finding, that the proposal does not upskill workers, there were no questions on that topic, no engagement with the upskilling components of the proposal, and no facts identified to support that conclusion. Throughout the appeals process, at every level of decision-making, there has been no transparency as to the facts underlying the conclusion. On this record, there's a clear case for reversal. The application should be granted and a hearing set to properly evaluate and grant the application based on facts and the applicable regulatory standards. That concludes my remarks.
Thank you for your comments, Ronnie and Michael. Is there anybody else within the team that wants to make another comment online?
We do have two names on here, Bill Sachs and then Robert Meyer. Are they part of the same?
No.
Okay, then no more further comments with this.
Is there any comment in the room present?
And then should I turn over to the panel, see if there's any questions or comments?
Yes.
If you don't mind, Chair.
Sure.
So from my understanding, today's hearing is for the panel to decide one of the three items. It is not to relitigate the matter or to decide the matter today. It is a decision as to what comes next. What is the next step? And thank you. And of the three options, the first one being refuse to hear the matter, giving the applicant written reasons for the denial. I am not in support of that first option. Second one is conduct a hearing on a regularly scheduled meeting date. Or the third option, delegate the authority to conduct a hearing to a subcommittee of one or more panel members or to an administrative law judge with the Office of Administrative Hearings. That's the option that I support today. Particularly the first portion of it, rather than giving it over to an administrative law judge, I would like to see a subcommittee of one or more panel members convene and discuss this issue. And that would be my motion.
Okay, so the motion, just for clarification, is to delegate the authority to conduct a hearing on Vino Farms?
No.
To a subcommittee of
Okay,
one
subcommittee
or more panel
of panel
members.
members, regulate per ETP regulation 22 CCR section 4450B2(3). Correct? Okay.
I
so-
second that.
Okay, so there's a motion, a second. Are there any questions from the public online?
There are no further online public comments.
Thank you. Are there any questions or comments present in person? Okay, seeing none, we'll move to the vote.
Jennifer Fothergill,
Aye.
Michael Hill,
Aye.
Ricky Smiles,
Aye.
Gretchen Newsom,
Aye.
Chris Dombrowski,
Aye.
Madison Hall.
Aye.
Okay, thank you. That motion passes.
Thank you. And we will notify the applicant and the appellant who the panel members will be and the dates of the future hearing. Thank you.
Thank you. Do we need to get a motion to adjourn or?
So we do, we already did, yeah. I move to adjourn.
I second.
Okay, there's a motion and a second to adjourn this meeting. If there's any comments or questions from the public online.
Yes, we have one public comment online, Bill Sachs. Go ahead, Bill.
Hi, this is Bill Sachs with National Training. I'm representing Radonich, which was tab 16. They were on the consent calendar. And I don't know if I missed it, but have they been attended to, either moved to January or was any action taken on that?
Yes, they've been moved. Yeah, they were approved. I'm sorry. They were
Okay.
approved.
Never mind. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you. Any other public comments, questions online?
We have one more. Jennifer. Go ahead, Jennifer. Jennifer.
Okay, are there any questions or comments in the public here? Okay, we'll move to a vote.
Jennifer Popligo.
Aye.
Chair Smiles, we still have Jennifer with her hand raised. Should I try to allow her to speak one more time?
Go ahead.
Okay. Jennifer, go for it. It doesn't seem like her sound's coming through. It could be due to that notification we received earlier where it's just listen only.
Okay, well, we'll go ahead and call for the question and continue the vote.
Jennifer Fotigo,
Aye.
Michael Hill,
Aye.
Ricky Smiles,
Aye.
Gretchen Newsom,
Aye, and happy holidays.
Chris Dombrowski,
Aye.
and Madison Hall.
Aye.
Thank you. This meeting is adjourned. Happy holidays, everybody.
Happy holidays.